on this Victory Monday. There's a lot of things that we can be proud for, right? I mean, this division itself belongs to the Cowboys. We are 9-4, baby. Victory Monday is on its way. Oh, it's already here, believe it or not, like Ripley's. Shout out to all of the true believers. If you're a real one, let me see it in the chat. Yes, there's plenty of struggles going around. What's going around? Come on, Cowboy Nation. One way or another. Let's go. Yay. Say ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. Come on. Let's grind, baby. You don't like our record right now.
You must be out your goddamn mind.
Come on. Mama, there go that man again. Really appreciate each and every last one of you guys for jumping in and being part of this episode. Take it one day at a time. That's what we all tell everybody, right? Come on, Cowboy Nation. Get the spirit right. It's victory. Come on, ugly but deadly, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Go, baby. Hey. Boy, you would thought that the Cowboys lost today, baby, or yesterday. You know, if you pretty much look into everything, and I get it. You know, I want us to win every game. I'm a big sore loser, by the way, Cowboy Nation. I hate losing. I mean, I flip furniture over, I punch holes in walls. I do a lot of things like that, Cowboy Nation. But I come here to tell you, victory is ours. The defeat falls on someone else. And we should be proud of that. Now, the team, the way we played, started off hot, baby. It started off good, baby. It started off the right way, the possible way, the best way. But I come here to tell each and every last one of you guys that's watching right now. I said watching, but watching right now. Cheer up. Cheer up. We are not 4-9. And hear me out. If the role was reversed, if the opposing team won and they were 9-4, there's not a Washington football fan that will not remind you of that. You know, they will be walking around with their chest all the way out. And if we can talk about, well, the 25-year drought, their drought been longer. Oh, man, their drought been longer, baby. But they last year talked so much noise, right? And we were saying, wait till Dak Prescott get back, right? Wait till next year, right? We lost 4 games, and people feeling like the sky is falling. Shout out to you, Devil Dog. Shout out to you, Cactus G. People feel like the sky is falling, and I sit there and I got my good rest last night. I did my video with the helmet on, just thinking about everything, and I left out a few guys that had impact to this game last night, and I left them out by mistake. It wasn't like something that I planned to do. But when you go back and watch the game over again, you sit there and say, wow, this defense is something special. And when you look at that touchdown drive, they did the cardinal rule that we don't like. Now, I'm not talking about the pick six. I'm talking about that methodical touchdown drive that they did on the back end. They got a little complacent, the defense. And I'm not talking about the defense in general, that they did a horrible job, but they got a little bit complacent when it was time to close it out. So there's lesson. There's a blessing in that lesson, basically. Meaning that I guarantee you, next game, the Cowboys on the defensive side going to say, man, we ain't going to let up. You saw what Washington football team just did, right? Ooh, we saw what they just did. Baby, we was up. At one point in time, we was up 24-0. Johnny says consistency. Shout out to you, Johnny. Let me see what we got here. Appreciate everybody for jumping in and being part of this episode. Yeah, appreciate you, Tom. Thank you so much for being part of the donation cycle there. I really appreciate you. This team, there's no complete. Well, you're approaching to be a complete team. But there are still things that you have to develop and improve on. I've seen teams win the Super Bowl that's 9-7.
Law, you look like you own the team we're in. Sharp.
Appreciate you, Tom. Appreciate you. I try a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. Jerry Wayne on his team, though. This is his baby. He just give me the car keys every now and then, right? Shout out to Jerry Wayne Jones.
I want me some glory.
Hey! Too early for that, Jerry. Hold your horses. Now with the Dak Prescott situation and scenario. Boy, I appreciate you. Thank you. Law trying to take somebody's wife out here,
Law trying to take somebody's wife out here.
Miss Nation would not allow that one. No. Yeah. But
WFT fan here to say GG. I disagree. Dak was the difference in the game. In fact, he gave us an undeserved shot. Quinn was the difference from last year.
Oh yeah, Dak Prescott had a horrible game, by the way. Now, as far as being a difference maker, the thing is with your assessment, Kelvin. At the end of the day, regardless, the victory goes to the Cowboys, but the record is tallied not on Dan Quinn. It goes to Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott. There was a certain scene in a movie. I always like to bring up movies for those who are out there, movie buffs. Certain scene in a movie called Spider-Man. And he was getting his butt whipped. And I think it was, you guys can let me know which movie it was, the exact Spider-Man movie, but it come to my mind that he was trying to save the city. And this train, I'm going to just use train, right, was off the rails. And he bring forth everything that he could to save that train. Literally died But in the process of it, the villain took the mask off of Spider-Man to reveal that he was Peter Parker. But the people had enough compassion. The people had enough understanding not to sully and denigrate this man who just saved their lives, right, on that train. So they gave him back his mask so he can reseal his identity. It's similar to when we look at Rain Dakota Prescott. And when you think it was Spider-Man 2, shout out to you, Joshua. Shout out to you, Mario Taylor. Thank you. Spider-Man 2. But what was remarkable, the people protected him. Instead of throwing him out and sullying and denigrating him and casting aspersions. There's been many of seasons where Dak Prescott put this team on his back. There have been many of games that Dak Prescott scored north of 30 points. I've seen games where he scored 40 with the offense. And we as the fan base, collectively speaking, is not picking him up and putting the mask back on him and carrying him where he need to be. What we are doing is listening to the outside noise, the 4-letter, the 3-letter network, and some of the Cowboy fans that's putting it on the silver and blue that naturally in the hearts of hearts can't stand this team, that they are so panicky and worrying about what the outcome of the complete season. Remember, when they put everything, when they picked Peter Parker, Tobey Maguire, whatever his name was, up, the villain was still out there. The battle wasn't over with. The train was still in the wreck. The people could have easily said, you didn't beat him. You didn't complete the task. They could have then shoot pictures and put it out through the world and said, hey, this guy right here suck. This guy's trash. Where are you guys? Why are you guys not lifting the guy? Why are you guys not carrying the guy? But you so quick to elevate everybody else but your own superhero. You're so quick to say, hey, where's his muscles? Why he can't fly? We're so quick to say why he can't shoot beams through his eyes instead of picking the brother up and carrying him. Let the AI speak.
Where can I buy the beard and coat?
With the beard, you got to get it from your DNA, baby. But, the jacket, shout out to Macy's. I believe you got it from Macy's or something like that. But you guys get what I'm saying. We are so quick. Shout out to you, Jay Versick, man. You're a real one. But we are so quick to sully and denigrate him. I think somebody, when they saw without his mask, they was like, oh, wow, he's just a kid. Oh, wow, look how small he is. But he saved our lives. And for all of these seasons, it's crazy that Dak Prescott can put the team on his back. But the moment we look at this defense to put the team on their back or what have you and carry Dak Prescott, I think he had a QBR 10. Horrible game. Terrible. Those 2 picks, oh my goodness. That interception, you know what was more egregious? Not the last pick 6. The interception, I'll tell you guys, that was a horrible one. But the Landon Collins, and we know all he had to do is lead CeeDee Lamb just a little bit. Put the ball in front of him. Landon took a bad angle anyway. Who knows what would have happened? I get it. Dak Prescott is not having his best run. Clearly not having his best season as it relates to this. But when are y'all going to pick him up? When are y'all going to realize, man, this guy had his ankle on the side of the field, bone pressing through the meat. On top of that, losing his brother. When are y'all going to start lifting the guy and say, man, it was a horrible situation, but we're 9-4. Y'all talking like we're 4-9. Y'all talking like we just came off of an undefeated season. So many people quick to say, he's average, he's trash. I had somebody the other day say, well, Law, our expectations are higher, right? Our goal should be that we should play better. I get it, we should. Shout out to you, Dallas Diva, appreciate you. I just witnessed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, brilliant game toward the end. Tom Brady was triumphant, right? But last year, I witnessed Tom Brady go through some struggles. And that's Tom Brady, the GOAT, legend, right? Shoot, the man about to be 50 almost, still throwing that ball around the field. But I witnessed his team stepping up as well. I seen the Patriots' first 3 Super Bowls, all 3 of them ugly. All 3 of them. 3 of them. Shout out to you, Devil
Enjoy the
Dog.
ride, Cowboy fans. Ups and downs. 9-4.
Ooh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. Pick the kid up. Carry him. That's what the defense did last night. And I would be remiss to add in the fact that we was on the road and the crowd was chanting, MVP, 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 to the young Micah Parsons. Oh, my goodness.
Gallimore needs more attention. He's dominant out there.
Yeah, he is. But let's give awards out, man. Y'all know I like to do this. I'm going to start off from the top. Work my way down. Jeez. This award right here, baby. On this victory is mine. Victory is mine. Monday. This award goes to Micah Parsons. My goodness. If you are a D1 Michael Parsons fan, let me see D1, because I'm like a D3, D4 guy,
They will make up every excuse for another team's QB but eat their own QB. DC4L.
You ain't lying. Good grief. Malone, appreciate you. And Malik, appreciate you. Yeah, Gallimore need more attention here. Oh, my gosh. Parsons, baby. The lion. Let me get a lion roar. Let me see some lion emojis in that. Don't y'all turn on him now. Don't y'all do that. I remember the same love and adulation that you guys gave LVE his rookie year. I went on a whole apology tour. I apologize, right? And I remember, So don't y'all turn on that kid. Because I know a few of you guys will be ready to turn on him the moment things go south. But that Parsons baby, they don't understand where to place him. Blitzing off the edge. Elevating the game as it relates to a Mike linebacker. Blitzing them through the A-gap. Sean Lee too. Yeah, G Potter. Oh, they turned on Sean Lee real quickly. Jeez. You're right. Right. And one thing that I can say, there's a video out there called Hello Rookie that they did a special, like a documentary series on all of the rookies, like the top few picks or what have you. It was J.C. Horn in there. It was the kid, Justin Fields. Who else was in there? Kyle Pitts. And Michael Parsons was just talking. Hey, I'm better than you. I'm better than you in this. I'll race you right now. I'm going to run a better 40 time than you. And one thing that I took away from that docu-series, it was like a 3-part series. It's on the NFL.com or it's on the YouTube page. That all of those guys, Justin Fields, as well as the Kyle Pitts kid, J.C. Horn, and Patrick Surtain, I think he was in it too. I don't think Patrick Surtain, was he in there? I think it was just J.C. Horn. All of them said, you know what? Parsons make everyone better. Shout out to you, Jabri Sherman. Yeah, he makes everyone. He elevates everybody, baby. And competition just don't stop there. This guy is literally playing chess out there, and he just said, don't crown me. That's checkers. This is chess checkmate, baby. Who's the best chess player on the team? I'm coming after him. I'm playing him right now. Amari Cooper was bodying everybody, you know. But he went for the king. That went a long way, Cowboy Nation. He didn't play around with his food. And even though he got that butt spanked, the consistency level. He didn't stop until he won. That goes a long way, Cowboy Nation. During Hard Knocks, LVE was like, hey, man, why don't you settle down a little bit, you know? But the consistent nature elevated even LVE this offseason. Now, he had some poo-poo games. But, man, last night y'all saw what LVE did? That front four was amazing. But you got to account for this with Michael Parsons, his elevation for the nation. Now, this next award.
We will go as far as this defense carries us. Flexed biceps.
I agree. But let me pivot a little bit. Still, we will go as far as Dak Prescott. The defense will help. The defense will get us there. But we will go as far as Dak Prescott. That's why we got these next 4 games. Whatever is going on with Kellen Moore, Dak Prescott, whether it's mentally. See, I'm being objective. You know, some people say, well, Lord, why do you never be objective? This is objective talking. And shout out to you, LF and C Sports Show. Dak will be the catalyst. The defense will be the stabilizer. When you need that short field, when you need that unsurprisingly turnover, takeaway, when it's time for the quarterback to climb the pocket, and now you got a Canadian monster, Navar Gallimore, who played like a warrior, played like he got his fresh legs and everybody else on their 3rd and 4th gear. Well, 3rd and 4th cycle there. He's on his 1st cycle. He's just fresher than everybody else, which is good right now, Cowboy Nation. But I come here to tell you guys that this team still circles and orbits around Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott knows it. So next game, he's going to have to step up and play better. Much better. Now, the other award that I got to give out, Cowboy Nation, put your hands together. I forgot what number you wear, by the way. Greg Zerline. Put his number in the chat box, baby. He scored how many points last night? 12 points. He didn't miss. We got to give. I'm giving these in the orders of importance right now. The brother scored 12 points last night. So it wasn't no shocking. Oh, he missed the kick. He's number 2. Yeah. Put his number in the chat all the way down the line. I mean, good, great. Shout out to, we did the NFC East round table talk, and they hit me and said, Law, who is your most disappointing player? And I was scrambling. I was looking. And I said, Greg Zerline. Well, if that was disappointing, because now Greg did mention, he fell on the sword twice and said, hey, if I make my kicks, we win, right? He said that against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, right? If I make my kicks, we win. Forget all of the other nonsense, right? The Cowboys are 10-3 right now. And then he said it again and said, if I make my kicks, we win against the Raiders, right? That put the Cowboys at 11, at 2. One of the hottest team in the NFL, if the kicker make his kicks, right? And we know that the man battled through. He had the back situation, the leg situation this offseason. Started off kind of like, hey, what was that in a few games? And then he had the C-19. So I give the award for last night to, unsurprisingly, Greg DeLick. Let's go. All right, so this is the next award. I ain't going to play that button. I'm about to play it. I ain't going to play it, man. Shout out to you. The guy, let's put the next award down in the chat. Let me see. 9-4. 9-4 in the chat. Let me see 9-4 in the chat. Because this next award, I was going to play that other button. Y'all know what button I was going to play. He's coming, though. He's coming. And these are my orders right here. Parsons so far, Greg Zerline, and then Randy Gregory. Hey. I was going to play that button, but I ain't going to play that button. Randy. His ability. Did he get him a sack last night? Did he get an INT last night? Did he create some pressure last night? Yes, sir. I see you. Gregory, oh my goodness. Amazing. So let me get there. I forgot to put it out there. There we go. There you go. Randy Gregory. Randy! If you don't like Randy Gregory,
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
man, my goodness. He's salivating right now. He's ready to make sure that he's going to blaze up the quarterback this next game. We play the Giants. They're looking at it like, oh, we got to go up against that front. And they are just now putting things together now. Ooh, 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 ooh. The next award goes to, I'm going to say this right now. Let me see some 90s in the chat. Rock 'em, Randy. Yeah, I was going to play that other button, but I ain't going to play it, Next award goes to number 90. You see his name started off. Remember, we was on the episode with my dog, Big Game James, and my guy, the OC and boss, Cowboy. Be sure to check out them boys on their respectful channels there. And I said, man, I'm going to call him DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm going to call him DeMarcus Lawrence till he shows me something. Oh, my goodness. I said I'm going to call him DeMarcus. Key Derrick, shout out to you all day, man. Ooh, don't it feel good? Victory is mine, or victory is ours. Oh, my goodness. Come on, AI. Come on. She going to come. She going to talk about this. I can't wait for her to talk about that. And I'm going to give my assessments. She kind of late. She needs some virtual coffee, don't she? Hey, lady, hurry up. There she go.
I know it's Victory Monday, but what are your thoughts about Tony P injury? Is he out for the year?
He's out, baby. He's out. I don't think that Tony Pollard should rush back. He's out. Shout out to the coaching staff for developing that illusion that he will play up to game day, but they knew he wasn't going to play. If it was sprain, it was bruised, plantar fascia, then I would get it, but it's torn. It means separation. It's torn, You don't want to, as a running back, use your feet. I know all of the players use their feet, but you got to set your feet. I tell people all the time, under my film assessment, keep those feet moving. But I ain't going to keep them feet moving. And when you have a torn anything like that, shoot, it's going to be hard to keep those feet moving. And then you overcompensate and you favor one, and then now you have an injury somewhere else, or you fumble the ball, or you're not fully in when it's time to play.
Me to my favorite play, D-Law. He came to play, baby.
Yeah, he did came to play, baby. It's surgery time. Shout out to you, G. Potter. If you get surgery, it's 6 to 8 weeks. If you don't get surgery on the plantar fascia, it's 6 to 7 months. Get the surgery, 6 to 8 weeks. You be in time, right on time for playoff time, baby. The second game of the playoff. Shout out to your Nobles. Yeah, shout out to your Nobles royalty. Appreciate you. So the next award, we're going to stick around on the defense because defense get all of these awards, Cowboy Nation. But Law, I can hear y'all right now. But Law, let me use my other voice. Law, but he gave up a touchdown and he don't deserve this award. He's not locked down. I seen Sims most him, number 11 off the top, just pull the ball, made him look like his baby. Yeah. Let me know if I'm lying. I did the film review, just a quick excerpt of what I could capture of number 7. That was a dog good ball placement by the quarterback. Out and up. And technically, only the sideline, which is the outer boundary, or the receiver can catch that ball. But Trayvon Diggs, let me give him his award. Get your award. Go get your award. He just intercepted this award, by the way. All DBs. Perfect position. Perfect position. I don't think that you can play it any better than that. Underneath, he got his head around to the ball, had his hand on it, and number 11, spit coming everywhere. I said, God, dog. Vernon Davis covers into somebody. Strong, big guy. Y'all put his measurables down. He moused him, yeah. Now, when he backpedaled, when he flipped his hips, keep his feet moving all through the game, that was good. And he positioned himself. The only way that I can tell him to do something would be when he turned around to the ball. If he just continue to position his body and just lean back. But that's hard to do. And the guy didn't nudge. And he could have squeezed him out of bounds and played like he was looking back for the ball. Use that inside elbow and back out and use his other left hand to go to the ball. But don't you know how difficult that was? He was underneath, and I'm quite sure Diggs probably said, man, I just missed time to jump. But that was a good ball placement, good catch. But outside of that, let me go right here right quick. Let me pull up Washington. All right, let me move the reward right quick. I know he got knocked out of the game, but that was your leading receiver for the season. 61 receptions, 808 yards, 5 touchdowns. But if you look at the previous game stat, if you guys can see this right here, it's 0 yards, 0 receptions, 0. And if you look a little further right here, he had 4 targets. Can you see that? You might have to zoom in, Cowboy Nation. 4 total targets, and he had 0 across the board. You take him out of the game, I don't care what the other guy did or what he did do or didn't do. You took him up out of the game. Now, that's scary. That's scary. You took him completely out of the game. I would live with Sims catching the touchdown on me, juxtaposed to their Terry McLaurin. Do you guys agree? So give the award to my dog. Can you imagine, Cowboy Nation, if you didn't have a Diggs? Lord knows what he would have done. So get that award to Trayvon. Lord knows. Y'all have been sitting there like, Lord. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that game all game if it was just Terry McLaurin on Anthony Brown? And shout out to Anthony Brown. I'm not shooting any shade at Anthony Brown, by the way. Shout out to you, Cecil. Thank you so much for jumping in. Did you see Parsons doing his push-ups? That dude's a dog, man. You're a dog, man. Oh, my God. Because he knew. Well, what my dog button? No. He's a lion, man. Let me find my button right here. Let the AI speak.
Did you see Parsons doing push-ups?
Down. Sheesh. Because he hold himself to a certain standard, right? He knew that twice. Close your eyes, Cowboy Nation. Close your eyes and imagine if he would have got those 2 picks. Oh, I can't wait to thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session as we take a deeper look at Parsons. Oh, he had 2 picks. 2 of them. Man, I would have lost my mind. I would have talked to you guys by this. How dare you guys compare him to Lawrence Taylor? How dare you do that? When he's clearly better. You know, I would have literally said that. And I would have had all of the Giants nation, if there's ever such a thing, to say, no, he ain't no Lawrence Taylor. I said he ain't. Because he's better. hey, I would have been all in them. You can't make that up. If he'd have had 2 interceptions, a forced fumble picked up by was it Dorrance Armstrong? He get an award, baby. He get an award for running it all the way. Where my award button at? Where is that? Come on, trophies. Somebody said Spark points and come on, man, come. Two. If he'd had 2 interceptions, you wouldn't have said it. 2 of them. Let me be prisoners of the moment. Come on, Spark Point. So you mean to tell me? And you mean to tell me if he didn't get 2 interceptions, how many fumbles? Look. Let me go back here. Let me go right here. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weed. Pop goes the weasel. 2 sacks, a forced fumble, tackle, 1 tackle for loss, 2 QB hits, a forced fumble. Let me see if I can pull it up this way. You mean to tell me if he'd have got 3 tackles, 2 sacks, a forced fumble and 2 interceptions, you wouldn't be saying like, hey, dog, hey, this dude right here, I'm going to keep it PG-13, this dude right here is the best defensive player in life. But both of those balls, man, he literally had them right in his hands. And he's a 4-3 guy. But he haven't yet to ascend yet, though. You know, he's still developing, right, Cowboy Nation? But you had to say something of that altitude of saying, man, this dude is better. All right, so now we go to our honorable mentions. You know, I gave Navell Gallimore award. Let's give him the last award on the defensive side, right? Do anybody else deserve an award on the defensive side? Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, he's still a baby now. He's still a baby. Yeah. Who else get an award? Let's give Navell Gallimore award. And let me get my trophy out. We're going to split that award in 3 ways. Hooker, I gave Gregory 1. Navell Gallimore, and as well as Jordan Lewis. They get the solid award. The honorable mention, you know, we have to go to LVE for playing a solid game. He did his job and he did his responsibilities. The other honorable mention award, CeeDee Lamb, I mean, he gets him a full trophy. I gave him 1, did I? All right, now we got to give Lyle Collins and Ezekiel Elijah Elliott both awards for standing tall to lift their quarterback up on that late hit, although he was heading out of bounds. So, and CeeDee Lamb in these last last two dry games, they've been 2 dry victories. He's been the most consistent guy. Cooper for the TD. Yeah, Coop's still that guy. I mean, I'm gonna give it to CeeDee Lamb for just being consistent, right? We know what Cooper do off the radar stuff. You know, it looks like he disappears for a second. All right, but I know for sure the coverage is still being rolled his way. Let's talk about this coaching staff. I don't think J-Ron Curse, man, we talk about J-Ron Curse. But let's talk about the coaching staff. Dan Quinn is amazing, right? We know Dan Quinn helped us out. Yeah, they got 100 yards and these sorts of things. But let's talk about Kellen Moore. Do any of you guys know how to defeat cover 4? I'm looking in the chat. Do you guys know how to defeat cover 4? defense? What are the weaknesses to cover 4 defense? Let me see if I got some football aficionados in here. All right. I got one saying middle of the field, D Hood saying the flats. Yeah, that's a good way to defeat it, the flats. Chenard says throw underneath, right? Or post wheel. This is from D Hood, yeah. Run game. That's, oh my God, Hazard. Yo, you really right on that one. Run game. Tight end, Dallas the Great, yep. Curls. Deep curls or intermediate curls, Texas Des. Boy, we got some people that know this game. It seems and it appears to me that this doggone Denver Broncos game then laid upon a certain recipe that we're going to play coverage, we're going to man-to-man on the outside, and we're going to force Dak Prescott to beat us with the underneath, the thing that he used to kill everybody with. The thing that he used to kill everybody with his rookie year. In 2018, 17, all of those years, Dak Prescott used to be notorious of taking the underneath, taking what the defense give you. But now Dak Prescott developed into this quarterback that can kill you with over-the-top routes. We used to say, man, I can't wait till Dak Prescott develop into a quarterback that when he sees that cover 1 or when he see a loaded box, he checks out of that stuff, kill, wide 80, and go to those outside one-on-ones. They disguising all of that stuff, Cowboy Nation. And the craziest thing of it all, they saying, we giving you the underneath. We giving you the intermediate routes now. What you used to just eat off of bread and butter. On top of that, Kellen Moore is now shook. From my observation, Cowboy Nation, I'm just objectively speaking. This is critical analysis moment. Do not crucify me, Cowboy Nation, or shake me with the butter knife. I'm sensitive. It's Victory Monday, by the way. How many tunnel strings do we see? How many screen passes are we going to get? And those passing of the ball is 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3, go. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, you messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you messed up on the screenplay. Unless you caught them in run blitz, and you got to be patient enough to absorb some of that and get it out because you're going to get a big play down the field. I think that the way Kellen Moore draws up the plays, that he have no counter actions to what is being exhibited. Meaning that a third of you guys, when I said how you defeat the cover 4, running the rock. You got light body work. You don't have compressed inside. The edges are there. It's 9 times out of 10. It's a big guard that's getting pulled on your little light bodies. And they're gonna get up out of that cover 4. But what they're looking at is saying that this team depends so much on passing juxtaposed to running that all we got to do is be patient. And now our pass pro defense can stop the run, which is a problem, Cowboy Nation, when you do not make them pay. And this is a vertical style offense, meaning that, Cowboy Nation, most of our routes, deep 7s, some seams, maybe, like I said, a 9. Every now and then we do a drag or a roll to the quarterback, to the quarterback to the tight end. On all verts. We run out of shotgun. There's no element of surprise, Cowboy Nation. This is Victory Monday. Don't come at me, Cowboy Nation. I'm just giving you guys some analysis, right? From what I'm able to say. You can't give and the team the same look. Baby, we can't. We can't. Why you think that when I go here and I go hit this back button right here, get out of there, and I stroll up a little bit and I see my guy CeeDee Lamb, 2 rushing attempts, an average 7.5 yards per rush with 15 yards. Because you did good. You got them where you want them. But you got to be disciplined enough and not greedy and say, okay, if you are in this design look that's taking away the intermediate and long passes, I'm going to have to gas you a little bit until I can force you to get back into a cover one, until I can force you to get back into stopping the run.
Relative to Jason Garrett?
He says more distant relative of Jason Garrett. Shout out to you, Tom Downey. I think so. But this should have been a game that the tight end eat. This should have been a game that your running back should have. They did get 100-yard rushing, by the way, but it was as a collective. This should have been a game where you got 100-yard rushing. This should have been a game where we forces them to get out of that look because we gashed them. And trust me, Dak Prescott is not left off the hook because on those screen passes, they can't be up high, nor they can be so low where the defender can get in there and knife in there. It got to be pretty much enough when they're playing that off coverage and you got your stacked box to that side. You got to have your two wide receivers to make the necessary block, but it got to be bang, 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 bang. But if you saying that that's not working and you got a stack left or a stack right, and they've been killing you off of that play, and I know what play I'm talking about. You can't do that same play multiple times and say, well, I get you next time. Well, wait a minute, I get you on the third time. Third time for your mind, baby. Shoot, there was some near quick pick sixes on for that. You stack that box to that side. You have that guy because he's playing off. He's seeing his stack now. They come down a little bit. You motion that person back to the opposite side. Give him the ball. Let him run it. You in the cover 4. There's one guy to beat. All right, Agent Tech says that interception Dak threw on Washington make a close game actually made me shout fire Dak. Now, I had a caller last night to call in, and he said, hey, maybe Dak Prescott is having reservations on throwing off of his back foot. Schultz was open, by the way, and you seen Dak Prescott. There was a defender in his face, and you watch it another time. Dak normally continue to roll. Don't stop his momentum, right? Body in motion, what? A body in motion, what do a body in motion do? I want to know what you guys know. A body in motion does what? See, body in motion tends to stay in motion. Schultz is reading and looking at Dak Prescott. He's so open that when he sees Dak Prescott rolling out to his right, which Dak Prescott is a monster when he holding the run. The moment Dak stopped his feet, Schultz stopped his feet. Schultz stopped his feet. The defender, Holcomb, he was bit on the play action, but he pivoted and rolled out. His body stayed in motion, following the eyes of Dak Prescott. Oh, Holcomb like,
you can't make a vertical offense and QB that is great throwing ball downfield into a ball passing control offense.
Right. Right, Keith Floyd. Oh, Ooh, you know some football, baby. Had to read it again. Yeah, because the vertical style offense is pretty much run first. Pretty much run first. Run first. You establish the run, you get the play action, you got your guys on the vert routes, right? Or you establish 12 personnel. It seems and it appears that these guys are going to stay back to block, and then before you know it, you got your mismatch. You got a bigger body tight end on the linebacker. Booyah. Yeah. You're right. West Coast offense a little bit. If you look at, I hate to bring this guy up, but look at Tom Brady game winner touchdown. Stack left, wide receiver, motions right, drag route, shallow pass, what have you. But Tom Brady is rolling left, not right, where the same receiver is going. The stack was to the left. Now it's one-on-one. All Tom Brady had to do, it was like a little simple 6 or 7 yard pass. Just throw the ball in front of him, and he had nothing but daylight in front of him. That's West Coast. Shallow drags, your rail routes, you're underneath, quick tempo. 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3, out. Your 3-step drop, you're out. Quick pass, quick tempo. West Coast uses their offense as it relates to passing as their running attack. They press it, they press it, they press it. And out of those same formation, Cowboy Nation, they run out of those same suits, so you don't know whether or not the running back is going to have the ball and just look up, or they're going to pass out of it. But when you're in shotgun spread and you're doing verts, it's not a lot to an element of surprise. But I'm just talking about that, Cowboy Nation, and I hope all is well. Appreciate you from the 3-6, so I have to read that off camera. All right, so that's just what it is. That's my only flaw of all what we're looking at on this offense is that we have to establish something, Kelly, more of what we're going to do. Are we going to run to set up the pass? Are we going to pass to set up the run? Or are we going to come in with a precept ideology of what we're going to do?
La Holcomb was honestly doing his job perfectly in that cover 4 formation. Gotta give him credit. Hate to say, but hey, Lamar Jackson threw 4 ints and we don't hear about it.
Oh, no, we ain't going to hear about it. Actually, right before I went live, appreciate you, DC. Actually, before I went live, I heard Colin Cowherd talk about, nothing to worry about with the Ravens, even though, he got his ankle tore up in that game, and I don't think that he's going to come back anytime soon as far as the Ravens. So I think that he'd probably be out for a good time. I think it's a high ankle sprain. And he was talking about how the resilient nature of Lamar Jackson. Didn't talk much about him, right? Didn't talk much about Lamar. But we know that the Cowboys, we're going to always hear about the Cowboys, right? Now, there was some series that Dak Prescott put together pretty well, and I just want people to understand that. But I think that, to me personally, it's all about establishment, regardless of the situation or the scenario. I think that we need to establish, either set up the run, play action, and you'll see some bigger plays downfield. We need to figure out ways to get teams up out of their looks. That's just the bottom line. I refuse to go and watch a game and the team just sit in their respective defense and you can't get them up out of their look. I want us to get them up out of there. So if it's past pro, if it's past pretty much defense, then I want to be able to run the ball, gash them enough to say to themselves, man, we got to get up out of there. And then the moment they in their cover one or they're in a run-stopping defense, run blitz or what have you, I want to make them pay with my receivers over the top, with deep drags or what have you, whatever it may be, wheel route. I want them to pay. We shouldn't be looking like this, Cowboy Nation. We got 4 games to make it up. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. You talking about Aaron Rodgers? Yeah. Let's listen to these guys, man, from 105.3 The Fan. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. And thank those who hit that like button and share.
With 4 left. 27-8. With 4 minutes left, Dak throws the pick 6. Thank goodness we blocked the extra point, and then we talked about the series of events afterwards that ended up icing the game. What about the other plays in this game? The other throws? For God's sake, Landon Collins got an interception. Landon Collins is a dinosaur safety in today's game that plays up near the line of scrimmage. And Dak overthrew CD, just airmailed it. Landon Collins, his first pick of the year. There's a linebacker that throw in the middle of the field. The linebacker for Washington dropped it in the second quarter. It was a scary throw to Zeke in the flat. That was off before the half. He had a 3rd and 5 to Amari that was just way off. And then in trying to run, he can't. He looks like Jalen Smith dragging his leg. He really does. It was a turf monster play where I was like,
right, it was.
Oh.
It's like he just runs, just falls.
And he falls.
It was like Daniel Jones when he was on that breakaway during that Giants game back in the day.
Yeah.
And I said this weeks ago. Weeks ago, I was like, and I tweeted yesterday at Tommy Sledge, Dak can't run anymore, and it's sad. And people are like, no, he can run. Just the coaches and Jerry Jones are telling him not to run. No. Dak can't run anymore.
I thought he was healthy enough to run. He's not.
No.
He's not. No, he's just not.
He's just not. In the third quarter, again, that overhead view, the one where he could have run it for the first down, but it was like way too late. He is so,
He's trying to.
I think that, let me make sure that I'm correct. Dak Prescott, he ran for 15 yards, 7 carries for 15 yards. I know one of them. 2 of them, he ran for 2 first downs, right, Cowboy Nation? And I kind of, if you guys watch my play-by-play, I kind of liken it to a Big Ben Roethlisberger, right? He would run, skirt, get out, and it looked like he ain't going nowhere, but he was going somewhere, and it was good, decent speed. Now, I think that Dak Prescott is cognitive enough to know when to slide. I've literally seen Cowboy Nation. Here it is right here. Let me click over here. All right, so 9.9 QBR there. That is bad. Ooh, 56.4. All right, so those numbers is not looking good right there. But let me scroll down. Let me see. It don't give me the full breakdown analysis. But I want to say this, Cowboy Nation. Let's not fret.
Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. Law, you think Doc is suffering from depression like his brother had that runs in the fam sometimes?
I don't know. And that's not my area to call. I appreciate you, Charles. Football is a brutal sport mentally. It is. And sometimes you have your comforts, man. When I'm feeling down and out, as much as my kids kind of, get on my nerves sometimes, I talk to them, right? And they rejoices and I get back feeling good again. I was angry, upset, yesterday. And talking to you guys, going through the game, kind of, some people like, hey, Law, it's okay, man. You can get another sound equipment. Cheer up, Law. And all those little small things help. Those small things, it's the little things, right? A man just don't wake up and say, I'm just going to jump off the building today, right? It's the impact of multiple situations and series that happen. Man, his mom might be his best advice giver, right? His brother might have texted him throughout the days, throughout the weeks and said, hey, bro, keep your head up. He don't got that no more, right? But so many people are so quick. He's trash. He sucked. I can't stand him. When I went down Twitter page and I went and turned to Instagram or Facebook, there was no words of encouragement. There was nobody lifting him up and putting the mask back on and say, hey, man, we thank you. We thank you, dog, when you was able to elevate this team when our defense wasn't like this. But now that the defense is elevating you, we appreciate you for battling through and getting that first down. But this world will chew you up and spit you out. It don't care about anything. It's like baby boy. What Tyree said, girl, I lie to you because I care about your feelings. This world don't care about you, Cowboy Nation. Y'all here today, y'all gone tomorrow. A third of you guys, look, it goes all the way back from a biblical aspect. I've seen, look, we read storylines of the Messiah feeding multitudes of people with 2 loaves of fish, with 2 loaves of bread and 2 fish, right? None of them there. None of them was there when he was on the cross. None of them there when he was down and out. This is what this world is all about. Everybody want to be right. That man had a whole crew of disciples with him. Nobody was there at the cross with him. That's the reality of it. Something happened bad to Law. I'm quite sure there's going to be only 1 or 2 people. 1 or 2. They're sitting there and say, Law, I believe in you. I trust you. I don't care if I had 100,000 subscribers. I know there's only 1 or 2 of you guys that's going to roll with me to the womb, to the tomb. Let me know where I'm lying. This man is going through war right now. I said this fan base, boy, we so toxic. We can't even rejoice at being 9-4. Can't rejoice at being 9-4 if the role was reversed. If the role was reversed.
Law did 10 years in the Army and was a SSG. Doc's a leader. He has every excuse to quit but doesn't. His team would run through a wall for him.
Good point. Appreciate you, Tom Downey. Appreciate you. Yo, appreciate you. Woo, y'all coming with some good stuff today, baby. Shout out to you, Floyd. D, we love, baby. Yeah, Floyd, appreciate you. I know I got some real ones in the chat. If you're a real one, let me see a real one. Real one. And Cowboy Nation, I'm not saying that you can't criticize the
Nah,
kid.
boy, you are JSU, the we love.
Appreciate you. Boy, I tell you. But I'm telling you guys right now, and somebody said, yeah, only the women stay, you know. It's like I told my guy, Boss Cowboy, I said, when we first started his YouTube page, I said, man, make sure you get the women, man. They gonna be the ones that will stay. Make sure you find you a Mary. She gonna be the one that stays. She gonna be the one that's there for you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you find you a Mary. And I got a few Marys on my team, man, and I really appreciate you guys. We're 9-4, but I want to say this before I hit play again. Don't y'all know if this was the Washington football team and their drought been longer than ours, there won't be one fan that be sitting there like, oh, wait a minute. They was cheering and ranting. We want Dallas. We want Dallas. They won 4 games in a row. Red hot. Not a team hotter than them. They beat the mess out of Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? They beat them. Or they beat the Seattle Sea Chickens. They was feeling themselves, and they said, okay, Dallas lost to the Raiders. We just beat the Raiders, you know, as it relates to the Washington team. We want Dallas. We want Dallas. If we were to come off of the same 4-game winning spree, there would be a third of you guys still talking about this offense, still talking about what we need to do with shipping off Michael Gallup. There will be some of you guys saying Ezekiel Elliott need to get the boot. There'll be a third of you guys saying D-Law getting paid too much money. But third team over there saying, we want Dallas. The Eagles got onto a run earlier this season. Coach feel good enough to say, let me put a T-shirt on, beat Dallas. All of their fan base was like, yeah, they went and made T-shirts. We going to beat Dallas. Dallas ain't nothing but a bunch of front runners. Our coach mentioned that we was going to win the game. And a third of you guys was already saying, this coach is terrible. Get him out of here, you know. Can't stand Mike McCarthy. This is his second year. Can you imagine? Your second year on the job, you're 9-4. I can't make this stuff up, Cowboy Nation. And people still criticize Mike McCarthy on the decisions. He still got blood on his hand from what Jason Garrett did with this team. He's been here for 10 years. I digress. Let's listen to 105.3 The Fan.
Throw.
Yeah.
Obviously he goes back to, he drops back to pass. His first option is to throw, and then he sees nobody's there, and he hesitates because he really wants to just throw. So he is waiting,
yes,
and waiting, and all of a sudden it's too late. And obviously people are. He just isn't playing good. He's not playing good football. And Autoflex 60 fan text. I've always defended him for the last few games. He can't hit anyone. 3 weeks ago, I told you he had a worse QBR than Jalen Hurts, and nobody wanted to listen. He just hasn't been good all year, even the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year when he was good, he was good. We thought he was good at least. Maybe we were just overshooting it because they were winning games.
I thought he was playing like an MVP in the first 6-7 games.
He
was fluid. He was quick. Everything was decisive. I challenge it. We need to go get.
Law, we have a lot of negative and miserable fans who like the Cowboys who need to find another team.
Yeah. Because as bad as Dak Prescott played, it wasn't worse than Tyler or Taylor, Heineke or Heineken. When I go right here and I say, okay, 9.9, 56.4, completion percentage for 211 yards. And Sip the Truth, I appreciate you so much. We go right here. Let's type in 4.9, 44, completion percentage 122 yards. Before the game, there was some Cowboy fans, and I can go back and watch it. Tyler Heineke is better than Dak Prescott. Have the words to utter that out of their mouths. And if you go to Washington football team radio show, they're speaking glowingly of the kid. They're saying, okay, he'll bounce back. And Heineke, we trust. With 19 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, 46.6 QBR for the season. And Heineke, we trust. They still believe in him.
Cowboys of the Super Bowl years played ugly games too. Aikman wasn't always perfect either. Celebrate the win onto the Giants. With you, Doc. Go Cowboys.
Appreciate you 219 for your mind. Yeah, I've seen some terrible games. And when it rained, it poured when Troy Aikman was out there. Oh my goodness. I said, is it gonna rain? It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. And I said, Lord, this is gonna be a bad game for Troy. And Troy would be the first person to tell you, I can't throw a wet ball, baby. I digress.
10 passes from the first 6 games of the year compared to now, the hesitation, the delay.
Yeah, his decision making's terrible. His poise is gone. Gone.
Yes.
The
decisiveness is out the window.
A good QBR game is around a 75. How many does he have this year?
Well, I don't like the running part of the QBR, but I will say he's got 5.
2. These are his games since Atlanta. Atlanta hit a 93, which is amazing. 10, 45, 39, 9. Those are his games.
The bad ones throughout the year?
No, those are the last 4 games.
Last 4 is what? Say it again?
10.
So the QBR is if you play like that, it's the percentage that you're giving your team to win, basically.
Basically, I look at it like
if you have a 10, you're giving
yourself about a 10% chance of winning.
Yes.
So it's 10.7, 45.1, 39.9, and then 9.9.
Ooh.
This might be the worst overall quarterback game of the season in the NFL.
What?
Well,
No.
Dak's QBR is a 9.9.
No. This is the worst overall. 4.9. I think 9.9 is better than 4.9. But I get what they're saying. Marcus, appreciate you, man, for your donations there. Appreciate you. No. You know, I already know. Lord, nation of Justin and apologies.
I don't think people are acknowledging the loss of Jarwin and the lack of 12 personnel we ran so good at the first half of the season.
Right. Marcus, and I appreciate your acknowledgement of that right there, because and shout out to the earlier person that made the donation there. Shout out to the earlier person that made the donation about Kellen Moore. Is he Jason Garrett? And I'm gonna break this down the best way I can after the AI speaks on this one.
Charles in charge Cowboys Sports Report now. Doc has 4 games to get right, and if he does with our defense, we will roll everyone in the postseason.
Shoot, yeah, Charles, you right. You're right. Woo! We got 4 games to get it right, Cowboy Nation. Sometimes you have pre-designed setups to help your team out. Now, I'm a pro component of dictating what the opposition do. But when you take away the ability to showcase your best hand, it takes away some of the spontaneity. Let the AI speak.
We won. Doc is a little off. Olina needs to sell and run block better. Defense, let's go.
Young Wilson, you're right on the money. And when you take away the ability, appreciate you, Young Wilson, appreciate you so much, man, to disguise. Now we're seeing less and less motions, right? Pre-snap reads as it relates to that. We're seeing less and less because we only running one tight end out for a route, and that's Schultz. In the games that we lost, look up the passing leader for the Raiders. I think look up the passing leader for the Denver Broncos. Reception leader, I meant to say. It was Schultz trying to figure that thing out. Schultz. Dalton Schultz. Been that guy. But he's supposed to be your intermediate and short route running guy. The other guy, Jarwin's supposed to be the guy that can vertically run that seam route, run routes like a wide receiver. But you take that element of surprise when you do away with 12 personnel and only line up at 11. Gallup is doing his job out there. I like what he's doing, baby. I do. But if you want to get back to physicality, you're going to have to incorporate 12 back into the way we run our offense on this vertical spread offense, on this pretty much a derivative of Scott Linehan's offense. And you can't tell me the difference between Scott Linehan's offense and this one right now, outside of some preconcepts of motion.
Heineke's was a 4.9 and Allen's was a 5.8. This might be the worst.
No way. Oh, you mean on both sides.
On both sides.
Both sides.
On
Okay,
both
yeah.
sides. We're both quarterbacks.
Yeah.
We're just abysmal.
You don't have Pollard. Zeke's 50%. Your O-line's not good. Your quarterback is way off. He doesn't have confidence. Give me the game plan.
Oh, Dak Prescott not only doesn't have confidence, he doesn't have basic quarterback skills right now. What did you say earlier, Dak?
At the end of the day, I've got to take the sack.
Well, you did when you ran out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage twice yesterday. I mean, Josh Allen during that Bills game yesterday a dozen times ran out of the pocket and just tosses it out of bounds because basic quarterback play. Just throw it out of bounds, get back to the line of scrimmage. He was going out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, and I know that doesn't decide the game. It just goes to show you that something's not right with Dak. And it's not just physical.
His line and RBs. Doc also needs to play free. He seems like he is pressing.
Man, you're right on the money, Young Wilson. Let the game come to him. Let's establish. Look, you can do so much, baby, when you establish the run. When you establish the run. You can do so much when you can establish the run. That is would be better with a Shanahan's offense. Spot on, basically. If you can't establish the run and you run it, look, man, you got to establish the run. Got to look. You see, let me see if I can do this right quick. You know, and Kellen Moore is a brilliant guy. I'm not crucifying Kellen Moore. I think that he's very, smart and intelligent. Appreciate you, young Wilson. Appreciate you so much. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's listen to more of these guys right here.
Hit the like button, everyone. 600 in chat, only 200.
Appreciate you, young Wilson. The enforcer. I love it.
It's mental. Something's going on with him.
Yeah, something is up. I don't know what it is.
I've never worried about him upstairs, but I think his confidence has to be shaken.
No.
Has to be.
Yeah, I don't think he's shaky. I just don't think he's like in the moment right then. He's just not thinking like, oh yeah, just boop, toss it out of bounds, or oh, do this. He's jittery.
His decision making is terrible. It's
Jerry or jittery?
Jittery.
Oh, okay.
Jittery.
I
wonder. Is he still hurt? I don't know. Is his shoulder bothering him? I don't know. Like inaccurate.
Once again, I'm gonna go back to this chart right here. It's cover 4. Cover 4. That's what we saw last night. You see that LB next to the right? That's Holcomb. You see that zone responsibility? Right? No, I'm sorry. LB in the yellow, that was Holcomb. The LB that dropped into the flat, he got off of his guy and attacked Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott pulled up, stopped his feet, and he threw the ball. Jarwin was open. Not Jarwin, I'm sorry. Schultz was open. Stopped his feet, picked 6. In this defense, in his natural stage, what are they trying to accomplish? They're taking away what? I'm going to say it again. We're going to sound rhetorical as possible. They're taking away the what? Got to run that thing, baby. Taking away the deep. It's simple football, baby. You give me that look, and I get it. If you're not able to get rushing yards off of it, and they give you that look again, and I can't wait till the all 22 so I can present it to you guys. It's only so much you can do. Flats. That linebacker, the what's in the yellow, and the linebacker that's dropping into the flat there in that CB, when they see that stack left, they're going to come down. That CB is going to naturally come down. He got this free safety over the top. You stack left or you stack right, and you're trying to throw a tunnel. If you get your guys to pull and block, yeah, it could be a big play. Could, that's the operative word, but it's a passing defense. You got to run on it. You got to get him up out of that formation. Just saying.
Throws.
Watching him run, how could he not be hurt? Doesn't that give us the answer?
Watching him run makes it hurt. I wonder if his shoulders hurt too.
Oh Lord!
Ask.
Like, I need to see him uncork one against the Giants. I don't even care. I just want to see if he can launch it.
Ask Bassett. Ask Holland. When you're a thrower and you have a shoulder injury, your accuracy is gone because you can't get to the arm slot consistently.
All right. So there's 2 things to destroy that myth. Would be the Raiders game and the Atlanta Falcons game. Both games, Dak Prescott threw amazingly. And if you think about it, the doggone Saints game, outside of the last 4 throws of Dak Prescott, we talked about this. And you can talk about Kurt Warner's decision-making, film analysis, which, we can go back and forth with that one. Dak Prescott did pretty good against the Saints. Just the last 4 plays was kind of terrible. All right, so to check out 105.3 The Fan, to listen to that audio without me pausing and rewinding, be sure to give them credit and listen to them. All right? Let's listen to a guy that went through a similar situation that want to break down. It's Victory Monday, by the way, Cowboy Nation. Shout out to you, Young Wilson. Thank you so much. We're going to listen to 105.3 A Fan. Again, I think it's Joe Theismann. He was talking about the injury, and he's going to give some information. Maybe it could be mentally. He's going to give his thoughts on it versus something physically. Let the AI speak when she get a chance. Against the front, you have to run first and then pass open. Yeah, they kept disguising pass coverage last second, and we didn't. We need to establish the run. This is from Young Wilson. You're right.
I'm watching Dak play, having gone through the broken leg scenario. It takes a good 2 years to really be able to get back to where you were. Dak did a miraculous job coming back and getting on the football field. I was just blown away by how well he has played. He played the early part of the year. But it's a long year, and you're still recovering from a broken leg. And you just don't quite see the fluidness that we saw before, which will come back. And I think you guys, you see it every week. I don't watch it every week because I watch a lot of different games. But he seems to be progressing, and then all of a sudden, you have that little bit of a setback where the arm is an issue or shoulder is an issue or calf or something.
Yeah.
So he hasn't really gotten into that flow of being able to go every day in practice, every game, and continue to get stronger and stronger.
But, Joe, is that physically or mentally not back for 2 years, or both? Because you're absolutely right. We asked Jerry about it yesterday. We said, is he healthy? Because something's just been a little bit off as of late. Is that physical, mental, or both?
I think it's physical. I really do. Mentally, he's a mentally tough individual.
Yeah.
Like I said, to come back where he did, I don't believe it's the mental part of it. But here's I say physical, but it creeps into the mental because you know what you're capable of doing. You know what you've done before. You know what you're capable of doing, and you just can't quite get there. It's like I'm trying to unlock this. I know I have the right key, but it just doesn't seem to want to work today. And so for me, it starts with the physical. And I think it creeps on into the mental and saying that, it just doesn't look right and it doesn't quite feel right. But I'm sure it will be again.
Boy, shout out to my guys over here, Sean and RJ from 105.3. The Fan. Did we win today or did we lose, God? Did we lose or did we win? All right, man. All right. He'll be all right. All right, so how long I've been live, Cowboy Nation? Y'all want me to continue to go? I got some few clips that we can continue to go, or we can, if we do open up the phone lines, it will be a scenario, whereas we have to keep it short. I can't do 10-minute calls or what have you. 52 minutes. Shout out to you, Natasha. Thank you so much. You're a real one. All right, so I do got a little time. Y'all lost the sound? Y'all couldn't hear it? Wait a minute. Let me see. Y'all couldn't hear that sound? Let me go back to it. Y'all couldn't hear that at all? Y'all couldn't hear what he said? Let me go back.
It takes a good 2 years to really be able to get back to where you were.
Oh, sound was good. Okay. So, yeah, it was just a 1 minute clip from the guy. So let me go right here, copy, And it was 1 minute clip. It wasn't a long clip. Shout out to like I said, shout out to 105.3 The Fan. So you guys were able to hear it. Let me go right here, and I'm gonna share it so you guys can listen to it. There we go. Yeah. So it was a very short clip. It wasn't a long one. It wasn't a long one. It was a short one, baby. It was a short one. All right, so let's do this. Let me knock this one out right quick. Got to talk to you guys about this one. Cowboy Nation, if you look at the American Football Conference, the Patriots, who we beat, by the way, 9-4, Bills 7-6. The Chiefs, who we lost to, 9-4, they're top of their division. We beat the Chargers. We lost to the Broncos and the Raiders, but they're 8-5. The Ravens 8-5. The Titans are 9-4. I don't know if you guys can see all the way down there to the Titans, but they're 9-4. They're leading their particular division. But if you go up a little bit and see us over here, we're 9-4. The Cards are 10-2. The Packers, I don't know if you guys can see that. The Packers are 10-3. And of course, the Buccaneers figured out a way to be 10-3. But what's remarkable, the team that we actually played and won to, the Saints and the Falcons, they don't look that bad. They're sitting right at 6-7 now. And of course, I get it. We lost to the Buccaneers, but they're still into the thick of it, right? And of course, the Vikings, in their particular situation, they're 6-7. We beat them, so we're grinding. Now the NFC West, yeah, that's the case for them. The 49ers quietly, our nemesis, the 49ers. They just been hushing and they just been winning, right? Have not been spoken of, but they climbed back up way above 500. And here we are, Cowboy Nation. With next week, with a win, I believe we will clinch, right? With a win, we get in, we clinch. We clinch next week. If you believe we're going to clinch this division next week, let me know in the chat box, because we play against the 4-9 Giants, and I'm not saying that they're going to fold up like a wallet or a lawn chair, but we are in a good situation to look into this thing and say, okay, Cowboys, we're going to have us a home playoff game. But we just talked about momentum and believing, right? We talked about the feel-good storyline. The feel-good moment of this team. And all we got to do is rally behind this team. We got this. We got 4 more games. We got enough room to improve. We about to clinch, basically. And we need to look into this situation and moment and say to ourselves, just like I mentioned, starting this show off, like Spider-Man, believe it or not, Tobey Maguire, that we're going to have to lift this team, not just Dak Prescott, Cowboy Nation, but this entire team up. And so you got to continue to fight. We appreciate you, what you're doing. Because if I were to switch this thing all the way around, if I were just to switch it around, there would not be a Washington football team right now, fan, that sounded like a third of you guys. There would not, if the Giants had our record right now, they would build a statue. And Daniel Jones or Danny Dimes, there'd be Danny Dimes left and right. Even if he had threw a QBR of 1, there'll be a Danny Dimes statue outside of their stadium. Oh, my goodness, if the Eagles cry to the land of no victory, they still talking noise now. They're 6-7. If you go to their fan base, they talking gorilla stuff. I'm keeping PG-13. They still believe in their organization. They're now walking around with their heads in there, you know what. They just had Gardner Minshew to win them a game. And they still say, okay, Jalen Hurts, yeah, dog, he's still our quarterback. We the number one rushing team in the league. And some of y'all hear this, and y'all running. Like, hey, I thought you had me, dog. He missed. Hey, man, where you at, dog? I thought you were ready to fight with me, man. Nah, dog, man, I was rolling with you till you pull that gun out, dog. I'm gonna let you fight this one by yourself. All right, man, I'm gonna have to go get my dog Okoye. Got to get my dog Vach. Skywalker still, Had to go pull them around and say, okay, all right, let's just get reloaded. Let's talk some positivity. Had to go reach out to my guy, Big Game James, the OC, Boss Cowboy. To let y'all know, man, we ain't finna run. Shout out to Cowboys Fan Talk. We ain't running nowhere. We talking about bring it, we right here, and we ain't going anywhere. We 94, baby. Boy, I could tell you guys. We won the game. But the 3-letter network are gonna try to water it down. We drink. We drink. We just chilling. We grooving. We dancing. We having that good moment. We sipping it. It's good, baby. Woo! It's good, baby. Woo! Parsons doing unbelievable stuff, but here they go, hating. They watering it down. I'm just using this as an example. They watering it down. Trying to take your joy, Cowboy Nation. Sheila, yeah, oh, Sheila. Yo, she's still celebrating over here. That's what I'm talking about. 7-1. I thought we were 8-1 in the conference, Dwayne. Are we 7-1 or 8-1 in the conference? Let me know. 10-4. Hey, if Nick, like you said, 10-4, you believe that we're gonna run through the Giants? Put 10-4 down there. Let's go. Let's put 10-4 down. It's victory. Because, oh my goodness, I promise you, my bottom dollar, if the Giants were 9-4 right now, and the Cowboys had pretty much the Giants record, or if the Cowboys were 6-7 or whatever it be, their fan base would be literally like this with the chest out. We want Dallas. We want Dallas. We want Dallas. They'll be yelling, we want Dallas. And we just sitting there like, oh, wait a minute. But where are you guys at? Why we can't say, okay, come on, Giants, bring it. Bring it. Because we still looking for revenge. Looking for revenge. In 2007, right? We should be now at the throats of the Giants right now. We should be trolling the Giants. But we sit back sipping on our Kool-Aid, chilling, and we get mad at what the 4-letter network's saying. We spit back and remind everybody what they say.
Lost Stephen Smith swore we would lose, now he watering it down.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I wish I could play some of their audio, but you know, Disney'd be like, nah, you can't play the audio, We'll claim the whole video. On a 3-hour video, they'd be like, this is our audio. I can't play any audio of Stephen A. Smith or any of those guys on Disney. ESPN. Shout out to ESPN. Shout out to Disney, man. Disney is wonderful. Cut a brother a check a little bit, Yeah. Speaking of that, let's listen, because I haven't got a chance to use this one right here. Some of y'all wouldn't like me to use it. Yeah, let me go right here. Go right here.
Mike McCarthy guaranteed a win, but it was anything but easy for Dallas as they snuck away with a 27-20 win against Washington. Dak Prescott threw 2 picks, but the other side of the ball came up huge, led by Micah Parsons, who finished with 2 sacks and a forced fumble that led to a defensive touchdown. So, Shannon, what's the biggest reason the Cowboys won?
Defense. And that's the reason they've been winning a lot of these ball games, Skip. And I know it's concerning because you're hoping at the beginning of the year, if my Cowboys can be middle of the pack, slightly above that, with the offense that we have, Dak, Amari, CD, Gallup, the tight end, Zeke, Tony Pollard, that offensive line, we're going to be gravy. We're going to make a run. Skip, with your offense playing like this, you can't go very far. Dak's been terrible. There's no other way around it. Since he suffered that calf injury, Skip, with the exception of the Atlanta game, Dak has been awful. And there's no other way around it. A defense only allowed 224 total yards. They forced 4 turnovers, scored a touchdown on one of those turnovers, 5 sacks, 2 by Micah Parsons, and you only win by a touchdown? Dak had a QBR of 10, and the only reason they won that game is because Taylor Heineke had a 5. If he...
I just wanted to do that one time, baby. Because when his QBR is high, you find every way and every rhyme or reason to slap him down, right? But now that it's low, oh my goodness, I just want to slap that dude one time.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for
Cowboy Nation.
Keep it super thorough my way.
The phone line for your mind is open. It's easy, it's simple. Call my line. Only the ones that down for me, baby. I'm gonna put the phone line up on the screen. It's Victory.
Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real.
Keep it real, baby.
Coasting over in the hills.
My phone line number. Here we go.
Blue faces, not the pills. Heard you calling bluffs, I show and prove it, it's for real. Son of God, not a son of Sam. Keep it off the books and keep it coming in. Bitch, the old whip, see what I'm coming in.
Come on.
The inside caramel just like 100 grand.
100 grand, baby.
Hit my line. Only ones who down for
Only the ones that down for it, baby. Only the ones that down for it, baby.
Keep it super thorough my way.
Watch how that beat kick in again.
Call my phone.
Come on, baby.
Only ones who down
yeah.
Keep it super thorough.
Keep it simple, baby.
Super thorough my way on this side.
All right. From the 843, you're live.
Hey, man, what's good, Law?
Nothing to it, man.
Keith, the boy from Charleston.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of going to the game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, one thing I got to say, I know a lot of people were saying it, but when I tell you the Cowboys took over yesterday, the fans, how many of us was out there, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But only thing I really got to say is that I feel that Dak, even though he's just going through whatever he's going through it.
Right.
But I feel like he's just thinking too much, and he's not having fun right now. He's just thinking too much. But I feel like once he gets out of that funk, we learn how to get some type of run game. We'd be good. But the defense, they made a switch for us.
Yeah.
So now we can rely on the defense. We haven't, since I've been born, we really haven't been able to rely on the defense for much. Maybe a game or two or throughout the season, but this defense is showing that they can do a lot for us in good ways. So that's all I really got to say. And, man, we rocked it yesterday.
I appreciate you out there, man. Did you wear your blue? You had your blue on and everything? You was in the stadium? You were loud?
I had the blue on, the gray Scully.
Mm-hmm.
Had my Dez Bryant jersey and everything, man.
Yeah, and hey, before you go, man, can you just tell people, man, how about them Cowboys on this victory?
Hey, man, How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, that's what I love to hear, baby. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for calling in. Yeah, that's what I want. Cowboy Nation is when y'all call in, either you're gonna say it on the front end or the back end. How about them Cowboys? And if that's just how it goes, baby. It's how about them Cowboys? All right. Next we got Lady Jessica. You live for the 903.
Hey everybody, how about them Cowboys? They did that. They did that. It's sad that people are so disrespectful because when we lost our king last season, everybody was bawling and crying because we went down.
Yep.
Y'all people are the same people will be complaining when Dak and the Cowboys go all the way and holding up that Lombardi. You gonna still say he ain't good enough. He might not won one yet, but you gonna blame this man for all the years that we ain't won. Y'all had Romo. Did he ever win a Super Bowl? No, he didn't. Y'all people getting on my last because you mad. Because we didn't get a 40 burger or 30 on these boys. Y'all don't look at the different things that this man trying to get over and come back from. This man just lost his grandmama right at Thanksgiving or before. This is December just came in and it's almost over. This year is almost gone. Instead of y'all rejoicing over what has come and what they have done, it don't matter. Remember, y'all was talking about defense win championship, right?
Right.
So defense won the game, right? And you still complaining because the offense didn't click right. Well, you got to realize some of these boys getting over COVID. CD was out with a concussion. All these players got to come back. But y'all don't never blame Dalton Schultz for looking straight forward. That man never looked back at the ball. He don't never look back until the ball done hit the ground or somebody done is in between him and done pick that ball. Y'all don't say nothing about the receivers. Y'all want to blame him for everything. He's a quarterback? Yes. He throws the ball. When he wasn't throwing, y'all was complaining he need to throw more. When he wasn't running, y'all still talking about he need to run more. Now the man out there running, y'all want to still say something wrong with his leg. The way Dak out there running around, ain't nothing wrong with the man's leg.
Appreciate you so much.
You got to think about him losing his granny and his brother. All this stuff is still on this man's shoulder. He trying to do his job and put all of that behind him. You don't know what this dude going through, but are you satisfied? No. You disrespect him. Y'all need to get off that man. And
get off of him. Get off of him. Appreciate you so much, Lady Jessica. Hey, can I hear it one more time for all of the Cowboys haters out there? Because they want to know it. Let me hear it.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. Hey, what we gonna be next week? What we gonna be next week? Yeah. That Lady Jessica, man, get off of Dak Prescott. I'm telling you, man. Oh my goodness, man. And here's the thing: is Cowboy Nation. I get it. We didn't see the best performance. But we are 9-4, PVO, PVO, positive vibes only, baby. And I get it, Cowboy Nation. We go through this cycle of we want what's best for this team, and we want to win everything with style points. But there's not a person that's watching right now that can look at this record and say 9-4. They say they wouldn't take it in the month of December. I don't know a person that's out there that would say, I don't want the 9-4, because I've seen a lot of people say, here comes 8-8 again. And I had to remind them. I said, no, it's more games this year juxtaposed to the previous year, so it can't be 8-8. I promise you, the Cowboys will not go 8-8. Then they try to say, well, it's going to be 8-9. I said, look. This Cowboy team, we're going to do our deal, and we're doing it, baby. Also, as far as what she said, I want you guys around the holiday season, around this time, it's difficult. So if you are having any mental breakdowns or any depression that's going on. I know, I feel you. It's a holiday season, and that's when most people, believe it or not, go through the motion, man. You know, shoot, grandma cooking, you know, mama cooking, brother time, you know, around this time and around this season, it gets treacherous. So just want you guys to keep that in your mind. All right, from the 908, Swayze, you live.
Yeah, I got one thing to say. Mm-hmm. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, baby. Appreciate you, baby. What's good? What you got?
Yeah, because that defensive line is looking like I said before. It's looking like the 2007 Giants. Like Michael Parsons, he looks like Lawrence Taylor. Like I think he could have played in any era, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and he would have been a defensive player of the year. The award, he should already have the award already. It should be already. It's about him and T.J. Watt. He's way better than T.J. Watt. He does way more. He can play inside linebacker. He can play coverage. He can play man. He got the speed, 4.3 speed. Like it's not even a decision. He's the best player in our team, and he's the leader of our team. That being said, we need to. This team doesn't win or lose on Dak Prescott, in my opinion. This team wins or lose on that defensive line and running game, and that's why we should give Zeke 2 to 3 games. I'm good with sacrificing a couple of games. These games are meaningless. We're not getting home field. We're not getting a 2 seed. These games are meaningless. I want to have the full stretch of players when we face against the Rams, or Cardinals in the first round, because that's what matters the most in the playoffs. Like people talking about, the Giants game. The Giants game, that game don't count. Like you win or lose that game, that's not like this. Like people talking about, well, like you said earlier, you said, well, the Giants, they had 9-4. Other teams had 9-4. Well, our expectations as America's team, as the most worth, the most watched, the most known organization in the world, is Super Bowl bust. That's any team that's worth more. The Knicks, their expectations is finals. The Yankees, their expectations is World Series. The New York Rangers, their expectations is the Cup. Like your expectations is different depending on how much you pay for this team. Like we paid Dak Prescott $75 million this year. That means your expectations is what you pay for. If I pay somebody premium to fix my house and he's not giving me premium work, I'm gonna be a little bit ticked off.
You're going to be a little picked off. Let me ask you this, though, with that expectations, and I'm not trying to look at other teams, of course, but we're looking at a guy named Aaron Rodgers. As much money that they paid him over the course of his year. Huh?
He had 4 touchdowns last night with a broken toe. He's about to get surgery. Aaron Rodgers is looking like an MVP.
He's looking like an MVP. And how many Super Bowl rings that he got over Dak Prescott? 1, right?
One. That's all I want as a Cowboy. If I just want 1, I never see my team win a Super Bowl.
All right. So how many years? Hold on. How many years did it take Aaron Rodgers with Mike McCarthy to get that?
4 years.
What year Dak Prescott is with Mike McCarthy right now?
Oh, come on.
This is Mike McCarthy's second year. So you want Mike McCarthy to come in his second year to elevate everything? Let me know where I'm wrong. This is Mike McCarthy's second year.
We all know Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, right? We all been watching this team for decades. He's a walk-around head coach. He doesn't make any real decisions, because if it was up to Mike McCarthy, Ezekiel Elliott wouldn't be playing. And matter of fact, he's the one that took Ezekiel Elliott out the fourth quarter because he knew he shouldn't even be playing. And we know that it's a political decision because they paid Ezekiel Elliott $16 million a year, and Jerry Jones wants to see Ezekiel Elliott play.
What did the Rams do? Who paid Todd Gurley, right? Did they pay him after he did something?
No, and that was a bad decision. Like that really was a bad decision. And they ended up, I think Todd Gurley didn't even play the last 3, like that 2018 team when they went
and they got rid of him, right? Right. So I get it. 25 years, 26 years we've been on this drought and our expectations are high. But when reality meets expectations, somebody got to draw the line. We may have expectations, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the reality is this right here. This is Mike McCarthy's second year with the Dallas Cowboys, and he's 9-4. I don't think that you can cry over that, right?
To be honest with you, like I said before, when you look at other teams like Matt LaFleur, his first year, they went to the NFC Championship. The dude that plays the head coach of the Buccaneers, his second year he went to the Super Bowl. Sean McVay, his second year he went to the Super Bowl. Like, this is a fast-paced team. Like, it's free agency. It's more money now. I think when you've been around for 10 plus years, and you on America's team, your expectations, right? It might sound unrealistic to, let's say, if you're comparing us to, like, let's say the Lions or the Bengals, but though they don't have as much money put on marketing.
No. It would be different. Hold on. It would be different if they didn't do revenue sharing. The Cowboys win, Saints are winning. Cowboys win, the Atlanta Falcons are winning because we revenue share this thing. Now, if we can really go back into the gut and gritty of everything and say we keep our money and we can do whatever we want to do with our money because of our fan base, then that would be a different world. It's equivalent to Chick-fil-A doing their job, and let's say a lesser tier restaurant is benefiting from what Chick-fil-A is doing. That's typically what the NFL is doing right now. So we can't use those set of rules for all teams. There are a different standard with the Cowboys. They're the most penalized team from across the league, and I'm not making excuses. These are the natural facts of the order, So we can have tempered expectations, but still, the thing that pay the bills are the ratings. And they know what's sell. And we know how this thing can rock from here. But I appreciate you, Swayze, for calling in, though. I appreciate you. But we 9-4.
And one more thing.
Go ahead.
One more thing. I see you talking about Kellen Moore. Am I right or wrong? After the Chiefs game, I did say Kellen Moore, we don't, a normal management and normal GM doesn't give somebody with 3 years experience as a coach, period, a young kid, this much of a responsibility at the offensive coordinator position. Like, do you think, Law Nation? Do you think Kellen Moore? Do you think Mike McCarthy should take over the play calling for Kellen Moore for the rest of the season?
It could be, but we still got to deal with the political side of it. Even Mike McCarthy, that's the whole deal. It's political warfare. But I appreciate you, man.
That's why third of us mad.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all get what I'm saying. I flat out get it. We want to win the Super Bowl every year. Expectations meet reality. That's just what it is. I want to be a multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? I want to have the ability to snap my hand like that and the doggone jet come out of the sky and land right here and pick me up and take me to Jerry World. But the reality of it is that ain't going to happen, Captain. You know what I'm saying? We're 9-4. I got my guy from the 202. You're live.
Law Nation.
What's good with you, man, Glenn? What's good with you?
Hey, thanks for taking the call. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, how about them Cowboys, baby?
So I love the in-house conversation, and that's what we do as a family. We critique ourselves. Iron sharpens iron. I'm a big believer in that. Right. But before I get to my comment, I have a question for you. With our special teams, what is Bones Fossil doing? Because I swear, every time I'm watching the opponent get ready to punt, I'm praying that they do punt safe. And it seems like they're ready to rough the kicker. What's going on?
hey, he tried to say, hey, I want my name out there too. That's what I said when I was doing the play-by-play. Luckily, the Washington team, they gave him running into the kicker, not roughing the kicker. And I think that those rules are different. One is 5 yard, one is 15. Is that the case? One is the automatic first down.
I think, Yeah, I think running into the kicker is the 5 yarder, but I guess the way I see it, it's really rarely worth it because you're talking about potentially giving the opponent a first down, and it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I swear he just gets bored and he wants to make a play, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, just please. So anyway, so getting over to Kellen Moore, I swear I think the coaching staff listens to our show. Because one of the things that I think I saw out there, and you tell me if you agree, I saw a concerted effort to put some big packages out there. I think both the Connors were in there. I think it was Connor Williams that was playing fullback.
Yeah, he played fullback.
If I'm wrong.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. But I actually thought it was effective because I think the one thing we have to remember is that a really good way to slow these pass rushes down is to wear these defensive linemen out. And I think Kellen Moore is learning that because right now our offensive line is not – they actually did a pretty good job yesterday, I think. I think Dak was just kind of seeing ghosts still, and that's a whole separate issue.
Right.
But I think Kellen is learning on the job, and I think he's getting better. Granted, we didn't get a great production day out of the offense.
Right.
But I actually don't think he called a bad game yesterday. I think with CeeDee Lamb put in there as a tailback, I definitely thought that those were some critical downs where he moved the chains. But I actually think Kellen Moore's doing it. He did a decent job yesterday.
Well, all right, so let's go into this right here. Let's talk about attacking. There are certain ways that you attack certain formations, right? And we was talking about that earlier if you was here. There was a cover 4, the thing that you want to do to attack cover 4 are your flats, maybe some drags in the hook area, in your intermediate shorter passes, what have you. But the main way to attack cover 4 is actually running it, right?
Yes.
So far as Kellen Moore attacking a certain style of defense, I think that he still have some of that I don't want to say Garrett-ism or Scott Lanahan-ism, is that we do what we do best, right? I'm going to make sure that I'm going to continue to believe in what I believe in and take what I do instead of switching it around and running the ball. They still try to pass deep. We saw some interception. We saw an interception by Dak Prescott. The coverage was there. He had the over the top. Of course, bad pass by Dak Prescott, by the way. If he led CeeDee Lamb, that would have been a first down. But he still had the guy underneath. I look at it like this. This team, in order for Kellen Moore to really excel, he's going to have to really make teams pay when they line up in certain formations. And that got to be with gashing of the run. If not, if he don't develop into that offensive coordinator, it's always going to be a struggle with certain looks.
Well, okay, and I agree with you. And I'll say this and let you go because I know you got other callers. I think there is that flaw in the Cowboys playbook where if you look at teams like Tampa Bay,
right,
they have a lot more drag routes where you're not asking your quarterback to make these unrealistic throws on every down.
Right.
And he doesn't get very many easy throws. But here's the problem. And I like Dak. I love Dak because he's a Cowboy. I think you can definitely win a Super Bowl with him. I don't think he's in that top tier, and I don't think that's an outrageous thing to say.
Right,
but the one thing that worries me about Dak is his accuracy can be a little erratic. And even in a short passing game, balls get tipped, you throw a little bit behind, you just create all of these other problems. So I'm not sure that even shortening up the passing routes would help. I just think we've got to hope that this offensive line can just wear down defensive linemen to sustain drives. But overall, I would rather win like we won yesterday than be too reliant on pretty football because it's December, it's getting cold. Give me defense and give me a commitment to run the ball, and I'll take my chances.
No
and that's
doubt.
all I got.
Appreciate you, Glenn. Thank you so much, man. That's Glenn Law right there, man. He's a real one. Appreciate him. And the goal is, if you're waiting in the calls and the queue, my goal is to let everybody get a chance to speak on this Victory Monday. Let's get over to hold on, give me 1 second here. This is the 281. You're live, my guy. What's good? Yeah.
What's going on, Law? How about them Cowboys?
How about them, baby?
Charles and George in the house.
Yeah.
Now, so it's not time to panic yet. It's not time to panic. We got a whole month for Dak to get right. This offensive line isn't moving people like it was in the first half of the season. First half of the season, they were moving men off the ball,
right?
And giving guys room to run. And the first, 5 linemen that we had was working. I think Joe Philbin ought to go back and just put Connor Williams back at left guard, Terrence Steele back at right tackle. That 5 set was working. I mean, it was working beautifully. And since Lyle Collins came off suspension, it seems like since his suspension was lifted, it's all went to hell. You know, Collins hasn't played in a year and a half, and he only had one really good season. Don't mean nothing, man. Terrence Steele's a better right tackle, and I know Connor was getting flagged a lot, but that starting 5 lineup was doing the job. Go back to what works, man. Get that starting 5. And, you know, Connor McGovern plays great in that Big Mac package. And Dak has a month to get it right. So it ain't time to panic yet. We got the Giants, we got Washington, we got the measuring stick with Arizona and Philly.
Yeah.
And I think by then Prescott will get back to where he was weeks 1 through 6.
Week 1
Tampa
through 6.
and New England.
And a great observation, Charles. Did you watch the game again?
Yeah. Which one?
The one we played last night. You know, did you see that holding call on Collins, and it was a big play down the field?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a big play. Now I'm not trying to shank Collins with the butter knife, and I think that he played. That's why I gave him an award because he plays for his quarterback, and I think the quarterback still is in trust with him. You're right. We try to rearrange the furniture in the room, and it just didn't look right. Now we try to push everything back, and now we scrape the walls, or we kind of ruin the floor. So hopefully we can turn some things around, and we got 4 games to do it. And I say don't touch it, but we got injuries on the board, so we're gonna have to battle through that.
Yeah. Just put time and safety at left tackle, for a couple of weeks. You know, we got 2 weak opponents in a row. But who would have thought our defense would be what it is now? You know, so I mean that is just a cherry on the top. Once that gets back on schedule in the next month, come playoff time, doesn't matter who we run against, where we're at, we're gonna handle business. So everybody just calm down, let the month play out, and let them get back on track.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Let me hear it one more time, baby.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, we call the line. That's the only order of the law. You got to say how about them Cowboys, baby. All right, so next we have, because it's Cowboys victory Monday. My dog, Montana. It was good, 808.
Oh, you already know, man. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah. 9-4 boys, baby. Talk to me, man.
Nah, 10-4. We 10-4.
Oh, we 10-4. Thou should decree a thing, and it shall be established. I feel you. Copy that.
Nah, though, man. All jokes aside, man. I'm just sick of everybody want to, Dak trash this, Dak trash that. That's not the one who's drawing up these plays. It's your boy Kellen Moore. I've been telling y'all all season this was going to be a problem going into the playoffs. Kellen Moore. McCarthy needs to take over. Kellen Moore needs help. He's barely an OC, and everybody is blaming that. Like, no, they're not calling the right offensive line protection, so he's not comfortable. You're taking guys in and out of the line because you think they're good, and you're not putting the actual dudes that's actually making noise. I don't care about the penalties with Connor Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about that. You were able to bring all that pressure off with Terrence Steele at right tackle and Connor Williams at left guard. You was able to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just the facts.
Yeah.
So I'm just want everybody to understand, like, hey, man, everything goes hand in hand, man. It's quarterback, coach, offensive coordinator. You got a tight end coach coaching the quarterback. Tight end coach coaching the
Doug
quarterback.
Nussmeier. Leave him alone, man. Leave that man alone, man.
Man, which is stupid. Then you got a left guard play at right tackle,
right?
Because you paid him. Then I mean, it's just too much going on right now. You know what I'm saying? They got to get that shit together, man. If you want a Super Bowl run, you know what I mean?
I already know what you mean, man.
I appreciate you having me, man. I'm at work right now. I just thought I'd slide in and let everybody know, man. It's gonna be all right, man. Just chill out.
Yeah, hey, let me hear it one more time before you get back on that clock.
Already. Go Cowboys all day, man.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm a dog right there, man. All right, man. All right. So next we got, let me see who's next in the order right here. 757, you live.
What's going on, Law, man?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me.
How about them Cowboys, man? How about them
Yeah. What you got for this episode, man?
I know the Giants O-line they shaking right now. They shook right now. The Wade Parsons, Gregory, D-Law, all them boys who came out to Washington, man. I know they shook right now, man.
Yeah.
I know they shook.
Yeah.
Offensively, you know, I thought outside of those 2 Dak interceptions, maybe it's just me, but I didn't think we really played that bad. I kind of thought we were forcing it, you know, with the pass game.
We was forcing it. We was forcing it into the coverage of what, you know, they was trying to design for you not to throw it in. They were saying, okay, we're going to stay in our pass pro, and we're going to see if we can stop. They literally said, we're going to beg you to run the rock. We want you to run it. With your I guess, with your wounded animal, you know, that beast, Ezekiel Elliott, and that's just how that went. And I guess Kellen Moore. I'm gonna say this once again. I know that my guy Swayze and my guy Montana 808. That's why we talk as a family, right? I know that they said it's time to move on from him or get him up out of there. Let Mike McCarthy call the plays or what have you, which he is more seasoned. You know, he already went through his growing pains when he was, I guess, the game, you know, quality control guy for the Kansas City Chiefs, and he went through the Saints. He went through all of those years as being a offensive guy, right? Calling plays, drawing up plays. I get it, but we're going to have to learn. We're going to have to learn. We're going through this growing pain, and I think that that's not Kellen Moore's strong suit, in my opinion.
Exactly.
To take advantage of what the defense is not showing, you know.
So, do you feel like Mike McCarthy is going to get, you know, he's going to bring it back? He's going to be like, hey, look, you got to stop calling all these pass plays when we up 16, 20 points. I need to see some runs and draining out the clock. You know what I mean? I feel like if we would have did that a little bit more instead of, you know, trying to press so much with the pass, you know, it wouldn't have got close the way it did. You know, we don't have to be a 30-plus point offense every game, week in, week out. You know what I mean? We could win with some physical play, you know, from the run game and, you know, draining out the clock and our defense doing that thing. You know, that's just how I feel.
Yeah, but once you take it, it's hard to get it back, though. You know, that was the precipice of the reason why he took the job. He said that he took the job because he felt that Kellen Moore, he gave Kellen Moore, he empowered Kellen Moore because he felt that his mind, his brain was superb and he liked what he was doing. And then he said he watched every game. Remember last year? And then they found out that he didn't really watch every game. But that would be his only, you know, and I hate to say this, man, self-preservation, right? Think about this. What kept Jason Garrett alive for all of those years? He had an scapegoat. You know, it's the guy with it was the defense. It was the Ryan brother, right? And then went from the Ryan brother, it was Monty, you know, whatever, that old man that was falling asleep in the press box. And then from there, it was, Scott Linehan was the problem, right? It was Bill Callahan was the issue. It was always a scapegoat, right? And then it boiled all the way down to white. Like, now you have nobody else to point the finger at. It's only you now, Jason Garrett. You know, so if I'm the coach, I'm looking for somebody to fall on the sword opposed to me, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, self-preservation.
Yeah, man. Hey, 10-4, man. 10-4.
10-4, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
How about them Cowboys?
And here's the thing. I may be 1,000% wrong. You know, I may be 1,000,000% wrong on my assessment of that. But I'm just giving you guys from my thought track. If I'm the head coach, and if I take the responsibility, because my duty, if I'm the general manager of several stores, my job is not to go work the cash register. My job is not to go work the store as the store manager. I'm the general manager. I look at the results from what you bring to the table, and I go in and make those corrections. And at this point, it's not the time to break the glass right now and say, okay, in case of fire. I'm the general manager. Of course, the general manager of this team is I'm about to say Jason Garrett, is Jerry Wayne. But you guys get what I'm saying from a managerial aspect, getting work done through others. That's your goal. Now, you look less as a manager when you are the manager and you are working the cash register. You the one checking in and checking out the employees that working on the shifts and you sitting into the place. Nah, you supposed to be able to make the delegations for the nation. All right, so next we have the 215. You're live. From Philly, 215. You're live.
Hello?
What's good? Let me hear. How about them Cowboys?
No, we gonna knock this out right here, right now, because I can't have you say you buried me without you explaining how did you bury me. And you got to grant me at least 5 minutes, at least.
Is this Philadelphia? Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down. You got me on echo. Turn it down. You have the nerve to call in. What's your team record again? And it's not even Eagles week.
Listen, Lord, it don't matter what my record is because I'm not the fan who has not witnessed a divisional playoff win in 25 years. So, like, it don't matter. Like, it don't hurt me to be 6-7. It don't hurt me.
I'm gonna tell you something. Why don't you do me a huge favor right quick and lean forward?
What? Lean?
No, God!
Yeah, let me hit again. It hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts so bad. You can't even, you gonna call in to a Cowboys Syndicate radio on our Victory Monday. And you gonna say, how in the world did Law Nation bury you? That's how I buried you. Go back to your team. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you once again, go bring your leaders, Big Payne, Lord Brunson, that do content, and ask them to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. You don't even do content. You post in the chat with emojis. Do a few videos and come back to talk to the Law Nation. At this point, I'm your daddy. Go to your room. Good grief. I didn't bury you on this one, but I'm your father. Go to your room. 951, you're live.
Hey, you can say that again. 951. You remember me from yesterday, right?
Yeah, dog, what's good? Talk to me, man.
I done took my medicine. I'm a little bit more calm now, man. I'm calmed down. You know what I'm saying? I just want to apologize for yesterday, man. I had to get that off my chest, Law, you know?
No problem. You know? That's why I said I let you go, man. You were speaking from passion. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You know, we can look at this situation and say, hey, man, we want what's better for this team, right? But go ahead, spit your mind. What you got for this Victory Monday, man?
Oh, man, you already know. We're going to go to the playoffs. We're going to make it happen, you know, and I just want what's best for this team, you know, which is, what makes me so angry, because I know Dak can do better. I know he's better than what he's been showing us.
No doubt.
So, you know, just imagine, we already got this defense going. Imagine if we get the offense going at the same, back to what we was, before, or even better. Oh my God, we'll be unstoppable, man. Unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's just where my frustration lies when you know somebody is better than what they showing us, So that's all I was saying. And yeah, that's just me. That's my piece.
No doubt, man, no doubt. But at least you can walk around today, with your chest out and tell people, I get it. I get it. What we need to improve on. But you can say, how about them Cowboys today, right?
Well, hey man, how about them Cowboys, man?
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, my dog. All right. So next we got one for each finger. And he's been wrestling with everybody down there, I guess, in Philly because he got – where you at, Philly? Stay still right there. Here you go. You're live, baby.
So,
what's good?
What's up? How about them Cowboys?
How about them?
You know what I mean? Listen, that cut that called in from Philly, right?
Right.
Where he at? I'm in Philly.
Yeah.
I'm the number one Cowboy fan down here. Speak your piece, 215, wherever you at. Don't ever call our show again with that nonsense. I'll meet you on Broad Street in my truck with the star on it.
There we go.
Right now, to represent the Cowboys.
Come on, Philadelphia. Reach out to the man. He's calling you out. He's physically. And, hey, Philadelphia, if you ever in the Dallas area and you want to say, okay, did Law Nation bury you or not, if you want to know who your father is, come see me. I'm in Dallas. We do player meet and greet sessions, baby. You can come on out, and I can tell you face to face, I am your father. You know what I'm saying? And the Cowboys, at the end of the day, you can still look up to your daddy. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't matter how long it been. It's still the fact that y'all are looking up. And even the people that do content creations for his fans, you know what I'm saying, the Eagles, they know to respect the law. I don't see any of them coming to me. I'm waiting.
Listen, look, listen, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
What's going down with them is they over here scared to death. You know what I mean? Jumping ship on their own team.
Right.
Turning their back on their own quarterback.
Mm.
They didn't jump to they backup quarterback Minshew.
Right.
They leaving Hurts in the dirt. You know what I mean? And they got problems. They scared to death, hoping and praying that we lose to Washington so that they can move up or whatever they want. We took the soul and we snatched their soul now.
Right.
And it's like, oh, now we can't catch the Cowboys. So why not call us and try to take out their frustration on us?
No doubt.
Let them stay and become and be the bottom dwellers they are. You know what I mean? They 25 years. Come on, man. What took them so long to catch up? 53 years in existence to win one to our 5.
Well, to be correct with everything, Philly, one for each finger, Philly. Is this right here?
Yeah.
Is this right here? They need to be on the Washington team. Call-in lines and saying, okay, we 2 behind you. We gonna get you. We're gonna get you. And then once they pass Washington team, then they can start talking about the Giants. And then after the Giants, then they can come to us. You just don't get to fight the boss at the end, right? You got to go through the orders. You got to go through all of the orders. But that's something that they're missing out. Maybe it's because they got bird brains. But I appreciate you, fam.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Man,
Let me hear it one more time. Let me hear it one more time. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Go Cowboys. Y'all know what it is.
Let's go. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Hey, he got a big old truck and he drive around Philly and he'll let everybody, mama, uncle, cousin know that he's a Cowboy fan and I love it. Tyreek, you live.
Oh, what up, Lord Nation? Cowboy Nation.
Yo, what's good?
Hello?
What's good? You live, baby.
What's good? Yeah, what up, man? What up, Lord Nation? What's up, Cowboy Nation? How everybody doing, man?
hit that like button, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Victory Monday is sweet. Don't get me twisted. You know what I'm saying? It's a very sweet victory. Ugly as a mug. Almost slipped on the banana peel, but we survived. So
we did.
I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? My whole thing is like this. We really need Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy to really get in the lab with each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know everything kind of been off for like a whole week, and some longer in other positions as far as coaching staff. I don't know what's going on with Tyron Smith and his health, because that's a big one. My whole thing is like this, man. We gotta become more of a fluent offense again. You know what I mean? Because the running game ain't looking right. The running game ain't looking right. The offensive line ain't looking right, and Dak ain't looking right all the way. And my thing is like this: let's get these kinks and stuff up out of there, and everybody start flowing on one accord. The defense, they did their thing yesterday. You know
They did their thing.
And I expect nothing less of them. You know what I mean? And they ready. They look like they about ready for the playoffs. It's just the offense. We need this offense to get ready, because I was sitting down watching that Green Bay game a little bit last night. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched a little bit of it last night. And the one thing I could say that I noticed off of Green Bay, they capitalized off their turnovers. They're not kicking field goals, and that's a big thing. You know what I mean? Going toward them playoffs. To find a way to get into that end zone. Kellen Moore needs to figure out a way to run all these college football plays, because that's not working. That's too cute, and people see that, and the coaches see that. And my whole thing is, we have to get better within the 20, within our 20. You know what I mean? Scoring the ball efficiently. You know what I mean? I don't see that many passes thrown in the end zone, and I'm kind of worried about that. You know what I mean? Because it's like we got to come up with a better plan with the just 3 and outs and just fading out. We get moving the ball down the field and get to the 20 or within the 20, and we just fade out, kick it in, and go field goal.
No.
I'm tired of that, and I know Blake Jarwin is a big part of our offense. I can't wait till he's healthy and come on back. You know, and I know that's a big deal. So, and one more thing before I leave, Law. Dak Prescott, I love the man. That's my dog right there. I know he's been dealing with a lot. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. He done lost 2 important people within the last couple of years of his life in Dallas. You know what I mean? As far as his brother, situation with his brother and his grandmother this year. So I know that's weighing on him too. So people got to understand that. He might not be all the way there just yet. And we just got to keep working with the man. Well, my thing is too, he has to me, if you don't see that, man, throw the ball away. Quit holding on to the ball, man. Quit taking them unnecessary hits that you don't really have to take because you don't see nothing. It's okay to throw the ball away sometimes. And, and sometimes it's good. And I noticed why that ball selling on him a lot is because he's not stepping up into the pocket, and he's not throwing like, he's looking flat-footed sometimes. Then he's throwing off his back leg. He's fading away. That don't work all the time, bro. So it's like he got to get his mechanics down. I don't know if we need to get John Kitna on the phone again.
Yeah, maybe call good old John. I think that John Kitna would probably be a better teacher and a philosopher than Doug Nussmeier. But I appreciate you for calling in, fam, Tyreek. Thank you so much.
All right. Take it easy, man.
No doubt. Good call from him, man. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to lock the phone line. Everybody that's in here, you guys are going to be able to talk a little bit. We're going to keep it. We're going to try to keep it under 2 minutes, if possible, and we're going to get out of here. But I appreciate each and every last one of you all for being part of this episode. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content. All right, so I got DT from the 956. Let's make it quick. Let's go.
How's it going, Law? Hope you're having a blessing week, man. I just want to say this was a wonderful win in my books. What I've been hearing from the last people who call, it's like, I've heard this about different players and all, but it's like, here's the thing. This is a team sport. We got to remember this. This is a team sport. And I respect all players, whether it's Dak, Zeke, Diggs, Lawrence. I don't care who it is. Coaches, too, I respect them all.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, we're all going to have every human being in this world is going to have flaws. Okay, players are going to have their flaws as much as coaches and quarterbacks. So, okay, yes, this is December football. We have a great record. I'm not mad with that. I predicted that we would go 12-5, which is fine, but I'm not mad with it. I don't think there shouldn't be no case where we're there. Okay, there shouldn't be no blame case right now.
Right.
All right, I'm just mentioning that. You blaming people now, you're going to regret it later. Oh, well, why haven't we been doing this? Why haven't we? Well, I mean, there could be reasons. We don't know.
Right.
We don't know why, but this is a team game. Doesn't matter whether our offense wasn't clicking yesterday. Our defense was outstanding, great. I'm glad. But you know what? It doesn't matter.
Right.
At the end of the day, this is a football. We got to be locked in. Yes, I understand we have a couple of reality hits, injuries-wise, and people are here now, and I get that. You know? There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, this is reality, as you mentioned. Expectations over reality.
Right.
This is reality that we're living in. So if Dak isn't playing his best, okay, we've granted.
Right.
Don't blame Dak. If our defense isn't playing our best, don't blame them. If our coordinators isn't giving the players, don't blame them. All right? This is a team sport.
Mm-hmm.
There's all flaws within that, in that category. And you know what? It's like, I'll tell you this. If I have a pickle jar and I have one bad pickle in there,
right?
Is it gonna take? No? I need to take it out eventually.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move on from that. I want it to be complete and set.
Right.
Yes, we're still there. We still have 4 more games to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's not over until it's over, as I mentioned. Once the season over, right now, I would say this is like playoff locked in mode because every team.
Hashtag DC4 Life 10 to 4 next week.
4 weeks are
I still believe in our Dallas Cowboys.
Whether or not.
Hashtag real learner.
No doubt, DT, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for calling in, brother. Thank you.
No problem. Have a blessing, man.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Let me set this straight right quick. And this is my last time addressing this, Philadelphia. This is a Cowboys Victory Monday conversation. We just played the Washington football team. I get it. You want to talk to me. That's greatness you want to talk to. I get it. I understand it. You don't have content creators that you can call in for your channel. But you are in the wrong week. We don't play the Philadelphia Eagles this week. We're gearing up, coming off of the Washington team to play, dare I say, the Giants. But if you want to, next week, call in, spit your mind, do such then. But it's kind of equivalent to we celebrating a wedding or we celebrating a victory, basically, and you're sullying the moment. Move on. I get it. You want to be a troll. But stop trolling, bro, before I get the mods to delete your account from this page and all 13 other accounts that you create. But let's stop trolling. You know, basically. I'm letting people troll, basically. But you put 1,000 emojis in there, and it's the detracting from the moment of our win. So call next week. I think we play against the Philadelphia Eagles, or talk to Lord Brunson, Philly 500, Big Pain, or create your YouTube page, and I'll put you on the channel. But you got to have your camera and all of that stuff visible. I ain't gonna delete them though. You know, I don't mind the troll. Just troll, troll respectfully. Respect the platform. Just respect the platform. Stop being a detractor. That's all we said. This is our moment to shine. We are 9-4 right now. Your team is not 9-4, by the way. The 318, you're live. Going once, twice. 318.
What's going on, Law?
What's good with you, bro? Talk to me.
This Sean Evans, man. Captain Cowboy, man. I'm a Facebook fan, man. You know what's going on,
Appreciate
man. How about
you.
them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? That's what I want to hear,
Yes, sir. Man, look here, man. They worried about Dak and all that right there. I really watched that game close, and I studied film myself, man. When you look at how Dak played, he coming off a couple of weeks of just being kind of, just kind of being, disgruntled a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But he going to be fine, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, look, when you look at the last play of the game, yes, Dak cost us a few points, but he obviously didn't see the defensive player there. You see what I'm saying? When you go back and really study film, you know, I'm a fan. I'm a football fan for real first.
Yeah.
And so when you go back and watch football, you know what I'm saying? Every time the Cowboys had like a little break, because we played the game on Sunday, the last game went to last Thursday. The Cowboys have like a little time we had to get going sometime, but then once they really get in their grooves and everybody coming off injuries, you got all these different coaches out. Just give the Cowboys enough time to get everything in sync, you know.
Yeah.
Then, granted, I'm not gonna hold you alone. Then, granted, you got to remember, we don't give the Washington football team enough credit. They're a good defense,
right?
You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
so, and we explosive offense. But if you ever notice, when the Cowboys play up against, you know what I'm saying, a mediocre team on offense but have a good defense, we kind of struggle a little bit because they aim is to stop our offense. Everybody gets up for the Cowboys.
No doubt, they do.
You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, the thing about it is I've been hearing all this about Dak this, and I heard all the other little networks and all that. Man, stop it. Stop it. We controlled that game yesterday. If you just go back and look at the game, we controlled that game. Then we gave them a garbage touchdown. Then at the end of the game, Dak threw a little interception that they didn't see the defender, and they want to try to rally. We never, I don't think the Cowboys were never really just scared of losing.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you from 318. Good call from him, man. All right, so we rolling through. All right, we got JP. You live.
What's happening, Law? Mr. Sip Sip. Hey, I feel good. I feel good, man. We're 9-4. We moving forward. Remember last year, man, we was miserable, wasn't we, though?
Oh yeah. I mean, well, you know, some people was enjoying it. They say they're Cowboy fans.
True. But yeah, I feel good, man. You know, I'm happy. You know, I think we're going in the right direction. You know, hey, go Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? One thing I do want to touch on, though, in the future, you know, every game moving forward, if we got the lead like that, let's just try to run the ball and burn the clock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, 4 minutes left. Let's not try to throw it anymore. Our defense, you know what? I'm gonna hop on our defense. We damn good.
Yeah, we are. We are.
You know, we haven't seen the front four like this, man, in years.
No doubt. No doubt.
So,
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, JP. I got to roll. Everybody get 1 minute at this point. We got 954. You live.
What's up?
How
about them Cowboys to them haters, man?
How about them?
I'm going to say this, man. This is our year. Leave Dak alone. Watch what we're going to do in the playoffs, and we're going to get that 6. That's all I got to say. How about them Cowboys?
Oh, my goodness, man. I love it. 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 All right, we got the 512. You're live. You're live.
Yo, am I live?
Yeah, you live like 95, man.
Hey, how about the Cowboys, dog?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. Shout out to Eddie and today. I just want to know respectfully if she's still listening. Hey, you know, we're not hating on Dak. We're a little disappointed. We love Dak. You know, when you love people, it's all about tough love. Just real quick, you know, if we go back to week 1, right? Dak played unbelievably that game, right? Kellen Moore, I'm not buying into the whole it's Kellen Moore's fault either. He called a great game. Dak played unbelievable. But what was the outcome, right? We lost the game, man.
Right.
End of the day, we lost the game. So there was another call that you had yesterday that really, because I was a little disappointed yesterday after the game when Dak's played. But you had a call yesterday named Dwayne. He made me rethink this whole thing, man. I'm done beating up on Dak because the good news is with Dak is there's an opportunity for him to play better, right?
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. I mean, he had some good points there, man. All right, so we rolling through them, man. And I appreciate y'all with your thoughts, but it's rapid fire. All right, so we got 540. You're live.
Yo, what's popping? How about them boys?
Nothing to it, baby. How about them boys?
I just want to hear your thoughts, Law, on D-Law coming back.
Gallimore coming back. We got returning players that haven't seen the field in a long time. And I just want to know your thoughts on the returns.
Well, I mean, we saw what they were able to do with the defense, forcing the quarterback to not able to step up through his throws, and he had one of his worst passing QBRs of the season. He was red hot coming into that game. A lot of people were saying Heineke is the pretty much the savior of the Washington team, but we brought him back down to reality, and that's just all came from that front.
Yeah, that front looked good. Yeah. I just want to hear your thoughts on that, but go boys.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man.
All the way home, baby.
Let's go. All right. Boy, we rolling here, man. It was over 30 people in this chat, so I really appreciate y'all, man. All right, so we got the 202. You live. 202.
Oh, yes. How you doing, Lord?
Man.
And how about them Cowboys, baby? How about them?
Yeah.
How about them? I heard all this trash from the Washington fans all week talking that trash. I'll tell you one thing, that muscle needs repair right now. Not only are we going to go to New York and whoop that ass, we're going to run the East. We're going to hoist up that trophy. We're going to be kings among kings, according to Michael Irvin. That's all I got to say about that. How about them Cowboys, baby?
No doubt. All right. Rule number one. Rule number one, never disrespect the law. So why don't you lean forward? If we're gonna tell you to lean forward, so your privilege of talking on this channel is over with. I mean, if you can't look, my only look before I open up the browser. Damn, it went away. But before I say this again, hit the wrong button, boy. You lucky. Before I'm gonna say this again, I live in Dallas. And if you can't say it to my face, law corny, law trash, or law suck, then don't say it at all. Number two, Cowboy Nation, and anybody that's hating, I ain't the one to be played with. I'm serious about my craft and my business. I can clap my finger I can do this one time and I can make some things happen. But I'm going to tell you right now, stop it. Just stop it. When your week come, because I know there's multiple accounts from Philadelphia Eagles fans. When your week come, we can talk then. That's not a threat. That's a promise. We can talk then. I'm just keeping it real as much as possible. Lucky I hit the wrong button. I was going to erase you. But we talk football here, straight football. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. All right, cool. Y'all cool with that? Let's be cool with it. 931, you're live.
How about the Cowboys?
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
I just this is Roy Pawelski again. I think I talked to you last night, Law. I'm a huge fan of your channel. Mm-hmm. I'm a big diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. We're gonna be 10-4 next week.
Let's go.
And we're gonna make it to the playoffs, and we're gonna go to the Super Bowl this year. Let's go.
Let's get it, baby.
Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, so let me see. I think I got you already. 806, you're in the mix. You're live. From Lubbock. You're live.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're live.
This is Eddie.
Yeah, what's good?
How you doing, Law?
All great, all good.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them? Yeah.
Oh,
that's all you wanted to say? Appreciate you, man. All right. That was the last caller of the hour, baby. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Boy, I had a production meeting this morning. We killed that. We had a wonderful time enjoying this game, this moment, Cowboy Nation.
Goodbye.
And I want you guys to just sit back and enjoy everything from A to Z. The season is a long one. We got 4 games left. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. 4 games left. And that is the way, that's the first stepping point. That's the first stepping point of heading to what we need to do. We beg for this defense to become better. We wanted this defense to increase on a lot of things. Just like I said with, dare I say, Dak Prescott starting off, that we want to be able to lift him when he's down, right? But not just Dak Prescott, Cowboy Nation. Kellen Moore as well, the offense as well, Ezekiel Elliott. Because at the end of the day, it takes a complete team to win it. And I get it. Majority of the wins going to go to the quarterback, right? It's going to go to the quarterback or the head coach. Maybe the owner gets some of it, but it goes to them as the total win-loss situation, right? Those Super Bowls, all of those wonderful Super Bowls that Tom Brady got, people fail to realize that defense did help him out, especially the first 3. When you think about it, the first 3 Super Bowls, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, the first 3 Super Bowls. You look back and say, man, look at the stat. To this day, people are still honoring. People are stealing. It's still pretty much the glory of the Legion of Boom, of what all that they did, and they give it to the quarterback. And they say, it was him. It was Russell Wilson. But if you go back and look at it, that Legion of Boom carried Russell all the way through that Super Bowl. I get it. Russell Wilson, we all love what he brings to the table. I do like the fact that he do got a Super Bowl ring and all of these things. But it's a collective unit. It's a collective team. So even if this defense can turn its corner even more and continue to do the things that we're seeing right now, ooh, we can go a long way, Cowboy Nation. Ooh, we can go a long way. But it's the fabrications and the thoughts of your mind, the temperaments, and the understanding. You know, they say the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, but it's to he that endureth, right? And we just got to continue to endure. We got to continue to fight. There'll always be naysayers. There'll always be trolls. There'll always be people wanting you to fall. I always want to be people to watch. There's 3 types of people on this planet. Write this down. A person that go out there and make something happen. A person that watch something happen. And a person that say, what just happened? You see, the person that's watching, they got a lot to say. They're not doers. They're not the shakers. They got everything to say about it, but they don't have anything to do about it. So I come here to tell you, Cowboy Nation, this team, we need to be the team and the fans that's out here watching. We need to be the organizations and the fans that go out there and make something happen. Don't be a team or a fan to just watch. Do something. I'm telling you things not just to poke out my chest, say these are the things that I've done. No, because I know where the power and the strength comes from above. But it's about the meditations of your mind, Cowboy Nation. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you would gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind for it, if you will simply, Cowboy Nation, go after the thing you want, and dogged and grim and proceed and beset it with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation. Faith, fight, finish. That's what Gina just said. Let's continue. Let me see some fire emojis in the chat. Victory Monday. Not everybody can say that, right? We're 9-4, baby. If your team is 9-4, put 9-4 in the chat. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's continue to grind, to shine. It's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. See, a lot of people want me to play this song instead. Stay hungry, baby. Run it up. Thank everybody. Thank y'all. Oh, if you're all in, let me see you all in the chat too. Come on. I just wanna run it up. Hey, watch that beat come in so hard. They do. Yeah. Hey.
Kinda check a song. Lately I just wanna run it.
Come on. Hey.
Count that too. Count it. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe. Got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play. Charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah. I'm with T Black. I'm with Reverend now.
All right.
I'm with Bay, yeah. I'm with Jay, yeah. I'm with Chuck and now.
Appreciate everybody for watching.
I switch sides now. It's about loyalty.
It's about loyalty, baby. Illmatic, shout out to you. J. Lombardi. Justin Moore, appreciate you. Come on.
Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep
shout out to Barry.
Call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just
Big Clamps, YT, appreciate you. Sally Lawyer.
The deal, I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Run it, run it. Let's go.
Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Next up.
Count that too, count it up.
Cowboys versus Giants. Come on.
I just be off the dome.
Yeah.
I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone.
Let's go, baby.
I've been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Hey.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal.
Come on, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like, share this content. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time again. We're going to go ahead and slow this thing down. Y'all know how this thing goes, right? Come on. Welcome to all of the new members. Run it up, baby. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to put down where you're from. If you enjoyed this show, give me a thumbs up. It's much needed. Come on. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. A lot of things to be happy about. Here we go. And you. Shout out to you, Memphis. Jenna K. Asmodeus. A king.
You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too?
Appreciate you, Garrett. Thank everybody for the Cash App. For support of the nation. Without hesitations nor deviations. Shout out to you, Williams. Next up, 10-4. I see you with Jay Worthy.
7 more and another one.
And another one.
And another one. I think you were the one I loved. 7 wonders all in one. All in one. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's
We the boys, baby. Victory Monday.
paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far.
Let's go, Cowboy Nation.
So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
And remember, I love it. We out, baby. We out. One love. Cowboy Nation. DC for life. 9-4 boys. Let's be 10-4. Let's go.